Hello and welcome to Find the Path Live here on Paizo's official Twitch channel during GenCon 2022. I guess technically GenCon Online.
You're getting your NPR voice going.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
that, Jess?
In 2022.
Welcome to GenCon.
I'm imitating Rick's intro, man.
Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Shouldn't have started with
Hello
welcome
there.
Pathfinders to the.
It does. He does say
That's
welcome
fine.
Pathfinders,
is
but
so
I don't
welcome.
remember what I said, so I say
That's
words.
We're good.
You're doing great. Keep
Yeah,
going.
this is Jessica in the driver's seat. She can do
It's
whatever she
true.
wants. Rocks
It's
fall.
true.
Everyone dies.
Oh no!
As
this is
you
a
can
short stream.
tell, I have been freed, allowed loose. I'm in charge now. We're gonna do some crazy stuff, and it's gonna be great.
Good luck, everyone else.
But I am not the only one here. I am joined by a whole bunch of people, so I guess we'll do some introductions, just in case you don't know who Find the Path is. I'm Jessica Jenkins, typically a player, today a GM, and I am joined by, I'm going to start with Heather Allen,
Uh-oh, that's me.
Alphabetical.
Jordan Jenkins.
I'm married to that one. I'm like point up.
Please don't say related. We're not from like
I'm married to
that
that
part
one.
of the states. There we go.
Ding,
Oh,
ding,
no.
ding, 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 ding.
Rachel Sandage,
Hello.
Rick Sandage.
Hello
I'm married
there.
to that one.
Hello there.
Yes, indeed. And Ross Scoggin.
Hey everybody, good to see y'all.
Perfect.
We're all married to Ross.
Ross.
I
Well,
am wearing the everybody's boyfriend.
I was gonna say,
shirt.
funny
Oh,
enough, I'm wearing that too.
Oh, there you go. Twinsies.
I'm just
Twinsies.
wearing the regular shirt.
I'm wearing a semi-Game of Thrones shirt. That's
Yeah,
what I do.
everybody's
I read and I
boyfriend,
know
John Doe.
things.
Repping the
All right.
John Doe. All right.
Very good. Very good. I guess, here we go. Plug for that Patreon we have for Tyrant's Grasp.
Mhm.
Perfect. All right. So today at this lovely Gen Con live stream session, I suppose, we are going to actually be playing a slightly modified version of Hillcross Roundup,
Ooh.
which is the one of the Pathfinder second edition bounties.
Lefties. Yes.
I believe written by Nicole Heights, who is the delightful human.
Oh,
Yes, she is wonderful. We love
the
her.
delightful human. Not a delightful human.
The only
but
one.
The
there
delightful.
can
You
only
know,
be one.
It's Friday night. Sometimes those little words that come before big words can be different types of
I am
words.
not even really making fun of you. I think that is awesome. She is the delightful person.
Yes, she
I love
sends
it.
me dinosaur gifts, and that's really what matters.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you are all starter adventurers, first level wee ones, one might say. And we're actually going to do a little bit of an intro to our setting here. And then we'll do some kind of get to know you introductions of the characters everyone's playing. So let's start with a little bit of a change. You
Uh-oh.
are all happily, how about that? You are all happily, it's a happy change. In a small town in the realm of the Mammoth Lords, way up north, called Hillcross. Hillcross is a permanent tent city, so really fancy, nestled in the heart of the Tusk Mountains, a little bit, off the beaten path. It's essentially a meeting ground and a haven for various nomadic Kelid tribes or other travelers who are out braving the icy reaches of this mountain ridge, perhaps hunting megafauna or befriending megafauna, perhaps, I don't know, talking to some giants, whatever it is you people are doing up here. You have all found yourselves here in Hillcross in search of adventure. Let's start. Well, do we have any volunteers who want to start by telling us who you are
I feel like
and
my
what you're
character
doing
would.
here? Yeah, Rachel, tell us, who are you and why are you here?
So my character is Everlestian, true to Miss Lazzini. And if
Try
you
saying
couldn't
that
tell by
5 times
the
fast.
if you couldn't tell by the name, I am a gnome, a very proud gnome. And she goes by Everly because it is a bit of a mouthful to have a gnomish name. But Everly is here because she is really honing in on her Yaskier roots. Because she's not really an adventurer; she's really a chronicler of adventurers. And so she
Ah.
is here with her group in order to find the inspiration to write the greatest bardic song ever written. That's
In
why she's here.
fact, she hasn't met her group. She just knows that there will be one here.
There must be.
There must be.
This place
I'm
has
looking for
destiny
a
written
good
all over
a good
it.
mix, you know.
Yeah, you're looking for some people that look interesting.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I've got that down.
All right. I'm hearing Rick is volunteering to go next. So she's looking for someone interesting. You said you've got that. So tell us what you're doing here and who are you?
Yeah. So I'm playing Renaud Farron. Renaud's he's a bit of a traveler. He makes his way far and wide across the land. He's a farmer by nature, as far as his raised and trade and everything on his family's rutabaga farm down in the southern portions of Andorran. However, he's traveled across the world since he's found that there are people that need a good, strong hero to come in. And although he may only be about 3'3" or so, he's exceptionally fit and strong and ready to help and save everyone with his trusty animal companion, Ada, his goat herding dog that he's brought with him for this adventure. She also
I like
bites, but she can herd goats as well.
I like the rutabaga goat farm you've got going on.
Rutabaga. Well, I handle the goat farming side of it. My cousins handle the rutabaga farm, and my father, my grandfather, and his father, so my great grandfather. Although he actually manages the mill. We have the entire. It's down in
It's a full Stardew Valley.
All right, y'all started
it's called
something.
Puffin's Rest. Puffin's Rest.
like
It's a small town in the southern parts of Andorran.
I just want us to focus in on the fact that this is a goat farm where the goats are herded. It's not a sheep farm. It's a goat farm. So the dog is very.
We would raise cows, except for they're very large and intimidating. But goat cheese and goat milk just as good.
Delightful.
Are there
Delightful.
screaming goats? This is the most important question.
Yes, that's how we herd them. We make them all faint and then lock up, and then we toss them in the back of a wagon and we roll them into town. It's very efficient.
All right. So you see a halfling man with a dog about his size, hanging
Very
out.
tall for a halfling.
Yes, definitely.
Strapping. Great sword on me back and fine armor, ready for adventure. Did I buy a ranged weapon?
Delightful.
I don't think I did. Great sword on me back and ready for adventure.
You can throw the sword. It's fine.
I've got a dagger too. You
there
can
you
you can always throw rock.
Yeah, exactly.
true.
Let's hop over. Who wants to go next? Who else do we find in the middle of this tent city, looking for adventure?
Yeah, I'll go.
You keep saying
so-
tent, I think, and I keep hearing
Tent.
tents. It's like
It's
a
not
very
tense.
tense city. Everyone is very on edge all of the
We're all
time.
anxious.
It is tense because it's cold, and that just kind of locks you up a little bit. But they're not tense as in anxious necessarily.
It's a city full of millennials. They're all anxiety
It's a city
ridden.
full of
Well,
thinking goats
Wow.
We are a
everywhere,
bunch of
everywhere you look.
millennials, but that's that's neither
yeah,
here nor
yeah.
there.
That is true.
So I am going to be playing Roach, who is like everybody I assume is like bundled up, you know, because we're up in the cold lands and stuff. Roach is not. Roach is wearing basically like he's got a cowboy hat on. He's got like his like duster with like the hood pulled up that he's put the hat on top, and he's basically dressed like he's stepped out of, I kid you not, like Red Dead Redemption. Like he's got a
Nice.
tie on, he's got his shirt, he's got a vest, you know, like the whole deal. And
I love
he
it.
is an automaton. So he is a like clearly like living the stereotype of being like a gunslinger. Like he's fully bought into it. And he basically just comes with like a backpack full of stuff and like his pistol on his hip that has the weirdest case because it looks like what you'd see like a pistol, but then there's another protrusion off of it because he has a bayonet on it, and then he has a dagger, and that's basically it. Like, so he's like very lightly armed and armored, just like strolling up, like totally immune to the cold.
You're looking
Delightful.
for Lenny. Is that your quest?
I just
Roach is very much like the kind of person that just looks like he's just kind of wandered around and gotten to the point where he's like, oh, it's a job. Well, there's money to be made in it, and who better than Roach?
true. I
not
forgot to
Zoidberg?
show the other art, so let me do a hop back to both Ren, our halfling friend, and Everlestian, our gnomish friend.
Although, if
You
we're
can
up in
call
the
me
north,
Everly.
I would have one of those like Game of Thrones Night's Watch.
Oh yeah, the
massive
really
cloaks.
big parka.
Yep.
Yeah, just
All
just
right.
imagine that character art, but like 3 foot tall.
I was
Yes.
gonna say those are some long legs for your.
I know,
gnome.
but it was
It's an
just
illusion.
it was so perfect, this art, and unfortunately, there's not really a whole lot of gnome bards out there, surprisingly, for
In
art
art.
wise, that I was
Mm.
allowed to use. Let's preface that. Because there are some really good pieces out there, but this one honestly was just on the mark.
Delightful.
It's beautiful.
All right.
I do like the hat. That's pretty nice.
Yes,
Heather,
and
Ross?
she's definitely wearing that.
Who will be next?
I guess I'll go since I said first. So
Very good.
woo!
Volunteered as tribute.
Yeah, yes. Oh man, I'm
love
tributed.
that.
Okay.
It makes
Well,
sense.
Are you at least summoning a blue eyes with that tribute? Or okay.
A blue eyes white dragon, actually.
Yes, excellent. Good. I feel a little better about that.
Mhm.
So I am playing Cara Finch. She is a half-elven priest who is wandering around Hillcrest Hill.
Oh,
Sorry,
cross.
not
Hillcross.
Hillcross. Hillcrest is local.
Yeah.
Wandering around Hillcrest, checking out some of the local scene.
Yep.
That's a
For
street
all
in
of you
Hillcross.
Dallas
It's fun.
fans there. Yep.
But at any rate, no, she's wandering around Hillcross. Primarily, she's actually taking a sort of roundabout way to try to make her way to Absalom, as she wishes to join the Pathfinder Society, as I feel a disproportionate number of Desnan priests end up doing, simply because it does afford you so many opportunities for travel. Yeah, she does wear a great deal of heavier clothing, mostly in browns and greens, which I can't see very well, so it could very well be that her art doesn't depict it.
It does. You did a great
It
job.
does, in fact, yes.
Huzzah! Okay. As well as she does carry a star knife. Her demeanor seems to be one of just general sort of just general sort of taking everything in. She seems to be happy and content just observing this sort of unusual place that she's found herself in.
Perfect.
So,
And then lastly, Heather, tell us a little bit about your character and what they're doing here.
Well, my character just kind of likes to wander around. She doesn't really have a home, so she's found her way up north. She's a very thin, very pale, waifish elven woman. She isn't wearing any armor, but she does have a heavy crossbow and a sickle at her side, and she would probably mostly just be trying to stay out of the way and seeing what all is going on around here.
Does she come with the wine glass?
Maybe.
Instead of a
not
flask,
wine.
it's just this wine glass.
I don't drink blood.
Fine. Oh wait.
Oh, and what is her name?
Delia. Her name is Delia.
Delia.
Mm.
So yeah, this very normal and typical group of people that certainly you would find in any town are in the center of this very small, very cold. It is very far north for many of you. City. It's a little damp. The air is a little thick. It rained the night before. There's a lot of mud, kind of, especially if you came in from outside of the city this morning. There's a lot of mud. But it's a
That was good
busy
study
city.
work.
People
Makes your
are
strings go out of tune.
oh, it will. It's bad for the wood of your instrument for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, it's bustling. There's people selling various wares. There's, bartering. There's folks moving to and fro. But probably annoying for some and interesting for others, you hear a really loud, it just doesn't stop hammering noise. It's this really loud, like tap, 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 like somebody's hammering something. And when you kind of follow that sound, you discover,
The sound of it.
yes, but also, there's a bulletin board in this town where people hang requests for, jobs to be done, as it were. And next to that is a woodpecker, just a normal, everyday woodpecker, Except this one has a flyer and is hammering that flyer using its beak into the bulletin board.
Okay, that's weird.
Amazing.
love
Yeah,
it.
that's not
Is
at
his
all
name-
weird behavior.
Please tell me his name is Woody.
You have not asked him, but there is a woodpecker affixing a flyer to the wooden bulletin board in the center of town.
Huh. That's not something you see every day. Nails aren't things woodpeckers eat, I think.
Hmm.
I know very little about woodpeckers. Oh, hi, there's other people here.
I meander my way up next to the Desmond. Just kind of nod.
Um,
It's quite the sight, honestly. It's not exactly what I was expecting today. You're a rather tall individual, aren't you?
yeah,
I would happen to be able
relatively speaking.
to read that up there. It's a little far down here, and I don't see a readily available crate.
I'd be glad to. I. Oh no, wanted, dead or alive.
Kara, I guess you're going to read this note aloud.
Sure.
Do the rest of you kind of meander over? I imagine you're all looking for something interesting to do.
Close enough that I can hear what's going on.
Yeah, definitely
Alright.
doing that thing of like trying to look casual, but most definitely listening in.
So I'm definitely paying attention, but I'm trying to
Delightful.
act like I'm not.
So, Kara, you would read, or is it Kara or Kara?
Kara, technically, but
Okay. Kara, you would, take a glance. This is a pretty hastily scribbled message. It is written in common. The handwriting, it looks like somebody like took this scrap of paper and put it on the back of like a moving creature and tried to write. So it's a little
messy.
messy. Yes.
Hmm.
It says, urgent assistance requested. Young Stegosaurus is loose. Help me return them to the wild. Make haste to the outskirts of town, due west, then south between the two large boulders. Pavement of gold provided in exchange for a successful roundup. Dash Zyla of the Green Faith.
Hmm.
And you wonder for a moment why she wrote such a long message, considering obviously it was written in an uncomfortable way.
Yes.
There's a
Well-
there's a distinct lack of specifics of the payment.
True. But apparently there are loose
Oh, very-
stegosauruses.
You're very. First off, I'll get to the Stegosaurus or whatever that is in a second. You're a very odd tin man, aren't you?
I suppose.
I figure it's probably rude, but Everly knocks on you.
I am not, in fact, hollow inside.
I can see that. It's amazing.
If you think so.
Well, it seems like
The woodpecker hovers impatiently, just kind of near all of you.
Okay, Roach is just gonna look at the bird and just be like,
I think it's expecting a tip.
Oh.
hey,
What's
you,
your name?
Kara fetches out a silver piece and hands it toward the bird.
are you one of
It
them?
like takes it and drops it on the ground and looks at you and flutters a little bit away, and then flutters back a little bit, and then flutters a little bit
It
away.
wants us
I
to
know what he's doing.
follow.
Yes, follow.
Oh, I thought it was the thing where you had to like hold up your hands and then people guess what it is.
Charades. No.
Charades,
not
yes,
charades.
that thing.
How is a bird supposed to do charades when he's flying in the air?
I don't know.
I believe it's
How
pronounced
else would
charades.
he do it?
Anyway, is anybody going to keep that silver piece, or are we just leaving it there? Because if we're leaving it there, that's a terrible idea.
I'll take it back.
You should follow the bird. Hi, I'm Everly.
It's nice to meet you, Everly. My name's Reynold
Hi.
Farron. Rin to my friends. I know we're all friends here now, aren't we? Pretty
Oh,
much
we
just
did
Rin's
the
to
full
anyone.
names.
I mean, at the very least after a drink or two. So Rin will be. Oh, and this is Ada. Reaches down, pats the back of his shepherd.
Up, maybe.
No,
Up.
no, she's very small right now.
Oh, she's a
She's
puppy.
She's
That's
going
right.
to grow.
She's
Give
a
her
little puppy.
I think like 4 levels or so, and she'll be up to writing size.
4 levels of what?
Stairs. Once she has to jog up. And down. It's a morning workout routine. It's fine.
Oh,
Just
okay.
stand at the top of the stairs and roll the ball down. It's a whole thing. She loves it. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. I'm Rin. This
Hi
is Ada.
there.
And sorry, I believe you said I don't remember your name.
That's okay. I'm Kara.
Kara.
Nice to meet all of you.
Sorry, I was just looking at my notes here.
Oh gosh.
He
Delia
has
would
a
still
small
be
notebook.
hovering about 3-4 feet away from the group, kind of just like watching this bird.
Roach just like kind of like turns, gives her like the side eye. So you're in this group, right?
Are we a group? I was just going to follow the bird.
I mean, if you're wanting to go round up a bunch of whatever, you're gonna need a posse.
Stegosaurus.
Yes.
Whatever.
I'm pretty sure it's Stegosaurus.
That's
Anybody
what
I can
who
only
wants,
assume it's some sort of lizard elk hybrid.
anybody
That
who
sounds like
wants
it's going to be hurt, though.
anybody who wants can make a blind or a private or whatever the actual word is that I can't think of, dinosaur lore or nature check to know more
Oh,
about
I might have been making
Stegosauruses.
I might have been making an inappropriate joke because I probably know this if it's a nature
A secret check. That's what they're called in this edition. Secret. A
Yes.
secret check.
secret.
I
I
have
Blind.
no ranks in this.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
So
All
I
right,
do have
nature?
bardic lore. Does that mean I can roll bardic lore?
you should be able to.
It's a recall knowledge.
Mhm.
All right, I keep going back into character. It's a recall knowledge, so yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Recall
It's going
knowledge, they
really
say.
method today.
I like the fact that your character knows all about like the game mechanics. Apparently,
And he's not
Uh,
even a bard.
yeah.
I rolled, but it didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I also did this.
I got them.
Oh, okay.
Apparently I don't have the show rolls on, so me sorry.
Imagine a clinky clinky of a bunch of dice.
Yes,
Yes,
the
everybody.
clinky clinky. Many dice were clinked.
Very sad.
I
to
don't
not
know
see
what my
that.
result is, but I assume it deserves that.
Wow.
no.
Rick's just
Woo!
gonna
Just
assume
going a
that
little
he
early
knows
with
everything.
Unfortunately, Roach, you've never really seen one of these Stegosauruses before. But everyone else generally knows some things. Young Stegosauruses aren't especially intelligent. I mean, they are essentially like animals, but they're curious and they're intrigued by, interesting, like unfamiliar sounds or movements. There's like, you can make a weird noise and they'll like look at you, you can get their attention. You would also know that they are not carnivorous. They are herbivorous. So they're generally like the scariest thing about them is when they're adults, they're very big and they could squish you. But they're not really going to try to eat you or anything.
Mhm.
Everyone except Roach gets a +1 bonus on any of your checks that use this knowledge. So if
No,
you make any checks that you think are related to understanding what they're curious and intrigued by throughout this
Mm,
adventure, you can essentially make the case and add the +1.
I assume that doesn't count me because I didn't roll, but
Yes, if you didn't
Fair.
roll, you also don't count. Not in
I
life, but for
figured.
this.
like, thank you, Jessica. Jeez.
You count in life,
No,
but
that's
not
fair.
in this.
Not in this. All right.
Everyone does have
correction.
a hero point though, so everyone hero points.
That is true.
Good to
Yay.
know.
So correction, I
Woo!
do know a small about the Legosaurus.
Well,
Steg-
pray tell, what do you know?
Stegosaurus.
They're
Oh,
very
right.
curious creatures, from what I understand. I saw I read in my daughter's one of my daughter's picture books. She had a whole thing about dinosaurs. She went through a dinosaur phase. It was very cute. But anyway, they're very curious animals.
Hmm.
So I think I might be able to go in there and might be able to find this creature, entice it out. Although there seems to be a bird following us and a strange woman lingering at the edge of the circle.
No, we're following the bird.
Yes,
And
the
I'm
bird.
not
There's a strange,
that strange.
I mean,
kind of a
I haven't seen
creeping
anyone
girl
else
wandering
like you
behind
here.
us.
Everybody's a
You're
little
very
bit
tall.
strange.
Mm.
I take
You
that as a
particularly.
compliment.
Delia shrugs.
You're very tall.
Mm.
Let's see. A
An
bodic
elf.
tail that includes a stegosaurus. This is already starting to be something amazing.
I've met elves before. You're just I'm not used to as many tall folk.
Maybe she's just tall for her height.
I'm usually on a stage, so I'm looking down at people. This is very
Mm.
strange.
Is the bird still fluttering off to the side?
The
I
bird
think
has
we're, I think
given
we're
just
following. I think we're
I
walking
Healthy
and talking.
Delia's
side
starting to follow
sat
the
down.
bird.
We're
It's just
walking
like
and talking.
bird.
all right, when you start walking, the bird hops back off of where it had sat for a break on the billboard and
It's like, oh
Uh,
god, these guys are
leads
never
you.
gonna go.
So yeah, you're
trying-
walking and talking. It's fine. The bird helps you find your way. Essentially, you navigate following those directions and find yourself in a pretty big clearing. It's kind of in a wooded valley to the west of town. It's still cold, but the wind is essentially buffeted by all of these trees, so it's a little more pleasant here. The ground is a little, it rained last night, so it's a little soft as you're
Squishy.
walking. Thankfully, you're all dressed for travel and adventure, so it's not a huge deal.
Keep
But
a close leash on Ada to keep her from splashing in puddles.
she does attempt to roll in several puddles, but you do drag her along before she gets too far.
No.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lose the deposit on another inn room because of you.
They are really sticklers about that here.
The last time it was the bedpost. I learned my lesson.
Oh no. Oh
So she's
no.
going through a little bit of a teethy phase, and her teeth are very, very sharp,
Puppy.
like long sword sharp.
Oh,
Anyway,
Perfect.
again. Anyway.
You do end up in this clearing. You're not alone. There is a woman who looks tired. She's a colored woman. She's obviously from the area. She has kind of, tanned skin, dark hair. Her eyes are just this ridiculous shade of gold, though. Almost the same color of like leaves when they start to turn that orangey golden yellow color in the fall. And she's wearing this cloak that's just kind of multicolored. It's actually not that dissimilar from how Kara's dressed. It's just the patterning is different. She has sticks tangled in her hair. She has dirt on her face. And she does not at all notice any of you because she is chasing just a whole gaggle of stegosauruses around in the mud. Trying,
Are
you
they-
think, to capture them.
Are these full sized or
They are
small?
juvenile. They are
Okay.
little babies. They're wee ones.
I may be making a false observation here, but I don't think I am. I think she needs our help.
You look over. It's like a slow pan over. Nearly 20 young stegosauruses are romping around this
dear.
clearing. Some of them are playing in pools
How
of mud.
big
They're
are they
trampling.
size-wise? Are we talking like medium? Because a stegosaurus is pretty flippin' big.
They're not as big as you are.
Okay.
They're
probably as big as I
I
am.
was gonna say
they're
probably as big as some of you
approaching.
guys.
They're approaching your halfling friend's size, but they're not quite that big yet either. But yeah, they're trampling on ropes and stakes of some sort of animal pen. You think they used to be kept in a pen here. They're covered in mud. She's covered in mud. The woodpecker flies over and lands on her shoulder, and you kind of watch for a moment as like she'll get one of these stegosauruses, and she'll get it to where she wants it to be. And as soon as she does, another one storms out and runs around. And so
Of
it's just
course.
like this never-ending chaos. But when her woodpecker lands on her shoulder, she kind of slumps a little bit and sighs
Oh.
and looks over, but she does brighten when she sees you. And she kind of walks over and like raises a hand in greeting and like, oh, tell me that you are here to talk about helping.
We're here to
Let's
talk about helping.
more do.
Sure. Yeah. What do you need us to do?
Perfect. I am Zyla. I am, of course, a follower of the Green Faith. I had heard a lot of rumors about some clutch of eggs or dinosaurs that were going to be sold into captivity. Oh, one
Oh.
second. She, one of them is like tangled itself in her cloak, and she like picks it
no.
up and starts trying to untangle it. They obviously, I cannot sit by and let such wonderful wild creatures be sold into captivity. So,
Of course. Sounds like a very noble
came-
quest to me.
thank you. I came. I believe that I could reunite them with their herd somewhere in the lowlands, and essentially, I just I paid the trapper's fee, which was a lot of gold. But obviously, money is nothing in comparison to the quality of life of these majestic creatures. And, I have been keeping them here because I was searching all of the valleys. But I did find the herd. It's just, this morning I discovered, she kind of like helplessly motions toward what used to be the animal pen. They are, I just, they are quite a handful. And I think the first step is just to gather them, and fix. Like I can fix the pen if you can gather them, and then we can maybe speak more. Or I
Sure.
can answer anything you need to know before we start.
That sounds like a fair deal. I don't think that there shouldn't be any problem with that. I mean, there's only a minor difference between dinosaurs and goats, so I'm
Exactly.
sure I'll be able to figure this out.
Exactly. It's mostly size, right?
Delia arches an eyebrow at dinosaurs and goats being the same, but sure. Well, okay.
We'll have to
I
debate
They
that
all
later.
come from eggs, in one form of another.
Not to be.
She looks at you for a long time.
That's incorrect. But I think we can definitely help. Yes.
Not to be overly mercenary about it, but the flyer did mention payment.
Oh, yes. Of course. She looks around, she opens her various pockets. The bird like nips into her cloak and like finds the bag before she does and hands it to her. She counts. I can pay you 4 gold pieces each. It shouldn't be much more than an afternoon's work.
That's very generous of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I happily accept.
I'm on board.
Sounds good to me.
Great. So, you know, we need to round up all of the baby stegosauruses, calm them down. There are just too many for me to do. I am so tired. So you gather them and bring them to me. Do not hurt them. And if you happen to notice how they broke free, that would be great, because then, I am not leaving out into the wilderness to be like attacked by some sort of creature. If it was some sort of creature that did this. And I'm just gonna, she looks around and then she kind of leans against a tree. She's like, I'm just gonna take a break. Like you're all capable. You can do it.
All right.
Fair enough.
That sounds
Survey.
that sounds fair to me. We should keep an eye out, though. From what I understand from my child's dinosaur book, the only natural predator of the Stegosaurus is the Tyrantsaurus.
Oh wow. That
I don't
sounds bad.
remember the details of it, but I think he's very large and angry. He might not have actually existed in the same Jurassic period, but
I
anyway,
don't think we have those here.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
she's just like, I mean, okay.
So how do
She's too tired.
how do we round up all the dinos that are running around this clearing?
How indeed.
I was
This
gonna
is
say-
going to be essentially 3 rounds of attempting to round up these adorable little creatures of
All right.
mischief.
All right.
Do it.
So you view this essentially scene out of some sort of Cartoon Network kind of cartoon. I was going to say a bad word, but then I remembered we were live streaming.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
There are 20 of these dinosaurs.
that's a
Some of
lot.
them have their spines wrapped up in ropes. Some of them are
no.
stuck in thick mud.
Mm,
Some of them are running around,
poor
doing the
little
thing
things.
that my dog does, where she just wants you to play with her, and so she will not come to you. She wants you to
Mm,
chase.
Mm.
And some of them are essentially playing with each other and kind of ignoring everyone.
no
They
take, only
range.
throw.
There are various ages, so they range from 1 to 2 feet tall, 3 to 4 feet long, 30 to 100 pounds. So some of
Okay.
them are big enough that you can pick them up. Some of them are too big to probably be easily picked up. Each round is going to count as like 5 minutes of you doing something.
Mm,
So each of you are going to get to attempt a single skill check to help herd the clutch of dinosaurs back. So you can kind of tell me how you think you want to approach doing it. And I have 1 DC that we're going to measure everything against, no matter which skill, as long as you can argue for why you should use that skill. And if you need some suggestions, I can give them to you. And don't forget you have that +1 bonus. So
Except for me.
let's
and me.
it's weird because we're not really fighting anything, but let's roll initiative so we can essentially go in an order.
All right.
Okay.
Cool beans.
So hop over into the initiative tracker and we will see who gets to go first.
Okay.
Well, I roll very high.
I was gonna say, not a great start for me.
It's not useful right now.
Oh, not great.
Well, all right. I'm in normal form for me as a player.
I got super lucky for once.
I never really roll well on initiative, so you know.
All right. So, let's go around. Let's start with, it looks like Kara Finch rolled highest in our initiative. So,
Mhm.
Bruh.
Kara, but
Kara Finch.
that's what happens when you get a nat 20. It tends to help with the whole going first thing.
What is
Woo!
Kara going to do?
All right. Kara, for her first attempt, I will try, if it is allowed, I will try acrobatics in an attempt to outmaneuver some of them back into the pin. To basically
Okay.
be like, nope, 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 and then just sort of like slowly herd them back.
All right. You're going to try to just be really flexible and like yoga moves your way into corralling them. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Just
right, go
kind
ahead
of
and make your check.
make impromptu barriers every so often, and I don't.
Oh no.
I rolled a 3.
Fortunately, you do not critical fail.
Okay.
But they manage. They are just slippery. They're like little wily ones. Like you think you're catching one, and then other ones escaping. Not dissimilar from Xyla's attempts earlier. But yeah, you don't seem to make any headway.
This is reminding me of that Vine where the guy's like, this is one of the most dangerous creatures in the world, which is why I built this special cage to. And then the creature walks out. I was like, oh my god. Anyway.
All right, so that is going to bring us to Heather.
Yeah, Delia's gonna look around at all this chaos and be like, yeah, not chasing dinosaurs. So, I'm gonna summon my Eidolon. And he
All
can
right.
make an athletics check to start trying to round these dinosaurs up because
Yep.
I'm not chasing them.
Magical connection draws this creature from the ether. What does your what does it look like?
He looks like a werewolf, like
Hmm.
bipedal, big, white, fluffy wolf.
Okay.
Kind of scary looking. So
Okay, so this big hulking white werewolf appears as though drawn from the ethereal snow itself.
it's a predator. No. Oh wait.
And he's
It's a
gonna
step
what's
worse
he
than a
gonna try to
predator.
do?
It's the ghost of a werewolf.
Delia kind of looks up at
They're
him.
both magic and silver.
So
no.
we're supposed to round up these dinosaurs, and you're a lot faster than I am. She finds kind of a clean stump and brushes it off and sits down. And I'm gonna make an athletics check for
Oh,
my
yes,
she's
ma'am.
commanded the werewolf ghost. Okay.
Yeah.
Can Eidolons talk in this? Is that a thing?
They could in
I-
first edition. I haven't really dug into it. I'm assuming they can talk.
Cool.
They
Then
know, I
Vakov is
think, one-
like, yes, ma'am. I don't know his whole situation, but now he's like this.
He's
yes,
like
ma'am.
my guardian protector. He also rolls real bad and rolls a 3 for a 7
Dang,
to
man.
try to
Oh.
And he's
take
like, oh
these.
my, they're covered in mud. You didn't tell me.
Yes, he's a
beautiful
stalwart
white coat, I can't.
protector Eidolon. So his whole deal is protecting Delia. So yeah, chasing dinosaurs isn't really his thing, but he's like
Remind me how this is protecting you.
Yeah. I'm not getting sweaty.
Okay, fair.
Oh.
Fair, girl. Fair.
Devotion Phantom can
Fair,
speak
girl,
one
fair.
mortal language that that the Eidolon spoken.
Oh, great.
So
Well, he
yeah.
speaks.
Nice.
Here we
Yeah.
go. All right, so he takes one look at all that mud and his white fur and is like, nah, no thanks.
Nah. Okay.
Mm-mm.
He's kind of
You're-
yeah.
We are off to a wonderful start.
Yeah,
I
we're
know,
off
it's
to a
We're
great
doing
start.
great.
He didn't
Okay.
crit fail though. He just did not do well. All right, Roach.
Looking at my abilities, my best ability aside from just shooting things is acrobatics. I don't know if there's a way I could make like a lasso and use acrobatics. I don't think I can really do that because that feels like it's be athletics.
Yeah, it would definitely.
Can
I
I
think
like just run around like shouting like vaguely threatening things to them to like try to get them to like corral into a
All right, you're
position.
gonna try to scare them.
Oh no,
Okay.
that's intimidation. I don't have good intimidation.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm
You're
trying
You're
to
gonna
figure out
try
something
to
with
talk them
acrobatics.
into doing it. You could do nature just to try to round them up. You could use thievery to try to untangle them out of ropes. You could try to lure them with
Can I use
performance.
deception to try to like trick them into going into the pen?
Like,
Yes, you can use
nummy.
deception.
Oh no!
All right, I'm gonna try to deceive them into going into the pen. Here's what we've come down
I
to.
mean,
Alright.
isn't that literally what they do in bullfighting thing, where you just like hop over there, you bring up your cloak, and just kind of, ha, and then trick them into running into a pit?
Nothing there.
Look at
And you know,
that.
if you're using something like unusual to get their attention, you can use your +1 from. Oh wait, you were
I
the
didn't
one that
make
failed.
Yeah, I'm the one that failed, so I didn't
Never
get
mind.
that. So I don't know.
Wow.
We're not
Oh
getting
my
anywhere.
gosh, guys.
You didn't crit fail, but you didn't succeed.
Wow, man, we're
So,
rough.
They're just not interested in you.
I believe the plan was to succeed at this, but it doesn't look like we're doing great. Having started,
I don't
with
think we're
2,
gonna get paid.
Oh, we have a comment in the chat that if anybody was thinking of being a druid, this would be a pretty good new animal companion.
True.
Yeah. Didn't think ahead.
Yep.
All right,
So
so
everybody
No.
can't tell. We are first level and feeling it.
All right.
Ren, save your party.
Save us.
Hey, I'm still here.
Also,
that's
save
fair.
us, Everly.
I've got a couple rules questions.
Oh no.
Oh, here it
no.
I
goes.
might have
All
answers.
right.
All right,
Here we
question number
go.
1. Can Ada attempt to aid me?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that why you
Is
named
that-
her Ada? Because she aids you?
No, I just
Ada's
thought
gonna
Ada was
aid
cute.
ya.
Ada
That would
gonna
be
aid me
pretty
though.
funny, though.
Ada gonna
Um,
Ada.
She's gonna be probably pretty bad at this, but it is a learning experience for her. So,
Good.
second question is with my knowledge of the natural movement patterns of stegosauruses, having also had occasion before to herd alligators. It's a similar creature.
Goats, alligators, same thing.
They're all
Can
really the
I
same
use
thing.
my athletics to attempt to just kind of rush along, just kind of clap my hands, kind of drive them in like I'm herding some goats into a pen via athletics?
Sure. Yeah, that's
And with-
fine. Let's do
And with
it.
my knowledge from before, can I get the +1 for that?
You can indeed.
Okay.
But first,
so
I guess
that's-
let's see if Ada helps you.
Yes. So
Or if she hinders you.
unfortunately- So she's actually more acrobatic than she is athletic, but let's see, because
She does not
Hmm,
aid you, but she does not hinder you.
she tried though. She's a
Well,
good
She
girl.
did
E for
try.
effort.
She's
not
just
bad.
mostly running. She's having a great time.
Like, ooh, this is fun.
She starts running, she veers straight off into a puddle, and I'm just like,
Oh
Good
no.
girl.
Good try. Good try.
all right. so
Well
now I'm
done.
gonna attempt
Like
my
when
own
Babe is
athletics.
learning how to be a herd dog.
Exactly.
Yes. And
To be fair, still the highest
fair
roll of this so
circumstance.
far.
I mean, true.
That's fair.
That is true.
She's done better than the rest of us so far.
I'll go ahead and add my +1 circumstance modifier on there, and oh, that was so close to an 19.
Oh.
Jeez.
Still,
Ren
though, 16.
manages to get a few of them into the pen.
Yay!
Like I said, close. Sorry, like I said, they're very close cousins to goats.
You get a
love
few
it.
of them into the pen. You're like, okay, all right, like these aren't such a. They are exactly kind of like goats. Like we got it.
Mhm.
Everly.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with Everly's strength, which is a performance, because music can be used to and calm and or affect animals.
It's true.
And
Definitely.
so that is what I would like to do. So do I get my +1?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'm glad that we met up with the Pied Piper of Hillcross.
Hold on, let's see. What I got?
So does the pied guitarist?
Oh, I'm so bad. I haven't played in a while.
Nice.
I felt that was befitting.
Can I
I'm gonna
argue-
give you
she played
a-
an actual instrument.
I
Can
played
I,
an actual
can I
instrument.
just say
I
that's
do know
worth a
how to
hero
play guitar.
point? 'Cause
I was gonna
that's
say I will
intense.
petition for a hero
Yeah,
point for
Because
for
that
putting-
was legit.
Hero point
for
for
putting
sure.
yourself out there.
And I was gonna give you just an extra +1 for playing an instrument because that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. So performance, please. Come on. Okay, and then I add the extra 2 or do you?
You.
I add it. Okay.
Should be a section in the pop-up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
The bard is killing it.
Yeah.
Crushed it.
The bard
Very
almost
nice.
critically succeeds. Almost.
Woo!
Oh.
So close.
A bunch of them, like, first of all, they start swaying a little bit to your music, and then they are like, I don't know dinosaur noises. And they
That sounds
and a
like
Actually,
handful of
nobody
them like
does.
follow you. So you could just like lead them Pied Piper style toward the pen. So it's been
Oh
about
my-
5 minutes.
By the gods, that is the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
Do we get
A little
another
gnome in a
try?
troubadour outfit luring some stegosauruses into a pen. My bardic song has begun.
It is 3 rounds of trying. So
So,
this is your second round, the second 5 minutes. What are you spending those on, Kara?
all right, Kara will change tactics because clearly these things are far more dexterous than she is, which is funny. Sorry about that, everybody. Which is funny because they're for like dinosaurs all.
Yeah,
just
they're not very
saying.
maneuverable, honestly, but
You would think, but apparently they're surprisingly nimble.
yes.
Hey, we've all seen the Land Before Time. We know what baby dinosaurs can
That's
do.
right.
It's
True.
true.
Tricksy little creatures.
Or at least one of its many sequels.
I believe
yes.
Spike just slept a lot. That was his stick, wasn't it? Why aren't these baby stegosauruses just sleeping?
Somebody
You know?
let them
I'm pretty
candy.
sure Spike was
Oh.
narcoleptic, though.
Mm,
Don't forget that you can choose to investigate the area and find out what happened if
Oh,
you
that's
want to
right.
do that instead.
cool. Maybe when we're a little closer to getting these dinosaurs in, but we've had less than half the number of successes so far. So
It's true.
I think I'm gonna change tactics and go for survival and try to gather up a large amount of food for them to maybe attract them back to the pin. Do you think
Okay.
that might work? All right.
Yeah, yeah.
I will
You
give
can
that
add
a
your
shot.
bonus. Add your
I don't
one-
have a
your plus
bonus.
one. Oh, that's right.
Uh,
You didn't
I
roll.
didn't roll. Yeah,
Dang it. I just want to give people bonuses, okay?
that's fair. But I rolled much better this time. So
Yes,
13,
much
getting me
better.
a 19. Boom.
A 19 will do it. So good on you.
Very well. What do they
Um,
eat? They eat
They're
grasses.
herbivores. You
Eat
find a
lettuce.
really good
You'd
looking
find some
leaf.
tree stars.
Yeah, like
Ooh.
big tree stars, as big as your face, and then you're like, tree stars. And a couple of them are like, heck yeah, tree stars. And they
Ooh.
don't actually say it, but you can see it in their eyes. And they follow
can
you
just
over
tell.
into the pin.
Well, I mean, if we're going Land Before Time rules, Spike needed Ducky to translate because he didn't talk.
Mm,
Aw. Well, none
That's
of them
true.
can talk to you because none of you are druids and nobody took speak with animal.
I sense motive, and thus I know that they are, just like, yes. All right.
You can see it in their
yeah.
eyes. They look happy.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So Kara is having some success. Delia, shall we?
All right,
Mistress,
so-
shall we try again?
So she stands up, and you know how when your pet is doing something they're not supposed to be doing, and you you need to get them out so you can put them in the crate to go to the vet, and you do that really nice, like, sweet talking,
Yes.
like, oh,
I want to hear it though.
So she nails down in front of these, Stegosaurus babies that are just off to the side and starts making, sweet little, come here, come on, we're gonna go back to where we're supposed to be. And I'm gonna roll a diplomacy check and see if I can get these things to follow me.
Should I like
Or if it's
help you
my
or
case,
I don't know if he can help me. I mean, he
Te-
is a summon, sort of. but
Technically,
yeah.
he can,
He's
but
technically part dog. Shouldn't he be able to herd them?
That's what I was
That's
trying to do with the
rude.
athletics. But
rude?
yeah, so-
Rude.
if my dog has shown anything, it's that not all dogs are natural herders.
I'm
All
part
right.
wolf. Thank you.
So I will I get a +1 because I made the check, right? So I will attempt to act really cute and sweet and cajole these Stegosauruses, and so I get an
there we
18.
go.
There we go.
Nice.
They look at you, and the muddiest one
Of course.
directly to you jumps up on you a little bit, puts its little stumpy legs. You're covered in mud, but you do get a couple of them to come to you.
She looks grossly offended, but takes the Stegosaurus back to the pen
Like,
and is
fine.
and like pats it on the head like, ugh, okay.
And Everly's just in the background skipping around with them while you guys are getting covered.
I like
Good
that.
going,
Like,
Blake.
Backlov,
We'll make a farmhand out of you yet.
Backlov pulls a really nice handkerchief out of nowhere and hands it to you.
She takes it and starts trying to. Yeah, did I take prestidigitation? Is that even on my spell list? Anyway,
Oh, you can look that up.
one of the Stegosauruses chews slightly on your hand. It's like,
Yeah.
yum, yum, yum.
that's the end of her turn.
Delightful.
Reminds
Roach.
me.
Okay, I might have figured out a way to use acrobatics. Can I run around and like do that thing like hiya and like slap them on the rump to like get them all to start running towards the pen
Sure, you're gonna try to slap them on the rump before they turn around and hit you
and
or
hit
something.
me? Yeah,
You-
so that's why it's
I was gonna
acrobatics.
say, maybe like thigh because they do have spikes.
Yeah, on the back would be bad, but on the
Oh
side.
yeah,
would
I
be
guess
okay.
that's true. Yeah, like on the back haunch, like just like
Yeah.
get on now.
Like giddy
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Giddy up,
All right.
boys. Giddy up.
Giddy
Get
up.
on now.
All
I
right,
have
here we go.
someone like when do the spikes grow in for Stegosauruses? Like you wouldn't think they'd be hatched with them.
I mean,
Well, these are a little
No,
past
but-
hatched though.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, they're
They're
adolescent.
juveniles.
They
yeah.
got little baby spikes. It's like teeth. They
If,
got their
again,
teeth
if we're
gotta grow
going
in.
by line,
They're
or if
children's
we're
teeth.
going by the Land Before Time, Spike just had like little nubbies, but he was a baby.
That's
All right.
The
biology.
scientific treatise, The Land Before Time.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
that
gonna
rules.
say that
First
extraordinarily
rule of my
accurate
knowledge.
document.
I love that
Documentary.
movie. So shush.
Okay.
There's nothing
all right.
wrong with the movie.
All right, all
the
that to
greatest movie ever
say,
made.
I roll a 17 for a 24.
Yeah.
Hey.
So like
You
go running around
are-
and just get on now.
Exceptional. Like something about the combination of get on and like little slaps. You critically succeed this check.
Nice.
You get a bunch of them wrangled in. You
Ooh.
guys are feeling pretty good. Like you're maybe a little over halfway to getting them all in the same place.
Right.
Now, nobody has yet to have really investigated that enclosure to see why they
Hmm.
got out. And nobody has really tried to, I don't know, do any sort of looking around for danger. But you are doing really well at actually gathering this clutch of dinosaur babies.
I don't like the way she says looking around for danger.
Yeah, no.
Danger.
Ren.
Everybody in the chat's
All
like,
right.
there's gonna be a fight.
Gotta protect the babies.
So
true.
I'll go ahead and just put Ada on watch duty because she's not listening to me anyway. So
She is having a great time though. She finds a puddle and she does roll in it.
yes.
Yay. Again.
Good.
No.
Good going, girl. Make sure to properly camouflage yourself before you go into any more potential danger. And keep an eye out around here. Don't worry, all the rest of our scents will be covered by the stench of wet dog. So we'll be perfectly safe moving forward.
Oh, good.
Uh,
That's. I
let's
was
see about-
worried about that.
Let me see about doing a little roundup here. So yeah, I'm gonna keep trying that athletics. I'm gonna give that one more shot, and if that fails, then I'll switch over to perception because I'm pretty perceptive. So let's try that one more
Rangers
time.
tend to be.
Looking around, trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm gonna do the athletics this time, and then I'll do the perception.
Oh, okay,
next
okay.
time.
Never mind.
I
Trying
want
to
to try to get them all in the
stragglers.
pen there. So 18.
Yeah, you managed to grab the last one. A really big one, pretty much exactly your size, and you can't really drag them, but you do kind of force walk them into the pin.
No, this way. No.
And you actually have all of the dinosaurs
Hey.
accounted for that you know of, all the ones you see around here.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Are these all of your dinosaurs? I think we've got them all now.
She starts counting. While she's counting, we'll go to Everly's turn.
Well, if I see that Rin and everyone have kind of gathered up the rest, then I'll just have a glance about and see if I can't see what broke the fence enclosure.
All right, that's gonna be a perception check, a secret perception check.
My money is on Mama finding that all of her clutch of eggs were gone.
Yeah, right.
Oh no.
Came back for revenge.
Did it go? I don't.
It did go. Do you want to? Oh, never mind. We don't have any more wrangling to do. Okay, so you look around, kind of take in the scene here. It's a little chaotic because there's like a million dinosaur footprints, but you do notice that there are some footprints that aren't the slightly circular indentations of
Hmm.
stegosauruses, and are also not humanoid. They're kind of clawed. Essentially, it's almost like, maybe like palm-sized little clawed footprints, almost bird-like, but not quite. And they're kind of near this part of the enclosure that looks like it was chopped or torn apart.
Mm. They never try the same part of the fence twice.
Oh my god.
Let's see how many movie references we can cram in here.
Hey,
There's a lot of
I was
that in
gonna
that
cast summon Laura Dern earlier, so
movie.
all right, so that's Everly has made a discovery. Kara,
Hmm.
what are you doing with your final 5 minutes here?
I
You
mean,
can also
it's-
help repair the pin if you have crafting and want to do that.
I don't. So
Fair enough.
I would like to do that if I had crafting, but unfortunately, no. I could mostly just break it more. Am I helping? Rip. So instead, what I will do is, I guess, see if I can find out any more details about what Everly just looked at. So
Perfect, okay.
I'm guessing it's another perception.
It is indeed perception.
Very well.
There is
And it
certainly
is
more to know.
a secret check. So I have perceived.
All right, Kara. You notice some areas that look like they've been essentially broken from the inside out. So you think that maybe the Stegosauruses maybe got like bored or something, and like the bigger ones like broke a handful of the barrier, like the post holding the barriers up, so they could all get loose.
You're gonna want to probably add more materials next time, because at least the Stegosauruses seem like they broke this.
But what
Oh,
about the
you made me
footprints?
lose my count. She starts
Oh.
counting again.
Sorry,
Well, but what about the footprints? Doesn't
I
this
don't-
have something to do with it?
I don't know. I mean, it just looks like it got broken from the inside. So
Let's go ahead and hop out of initiative and let me get anybody else who wants to search that hasn't already searched can do a secret perception check to
It's
do
like-
an investigation here with this last round.
I was going to ask whether or not I could use my lore farming
Oh my gosh.
to help me fix that fence, because I am a
I
professional
was gonna say,
farmer.
You
I
know-
also have crafting too, but I was gonna do.
I'm gonna go
perception
with
first.
yes. If you want to help fix the fence, you can either do a perception check or you can do a lore farming or
I'm
a
gonna do a lore-
crafting to fix the fence.
I know a great deal about fences. I put an entire fence on the back 9, so I think we'll be able to handle this.
Apparently, your place is called the golf course.
That's true.
Yes,
It's
well,
only-
he definitely found where he's good. So
Yeah, you
Halfling's
do
good
great.
at golfing, so
Mhm.
Delia will just kind of take a look around.
Delia, you also notice those footprints. They do look like some sort of clawed. You can't tell if it's bird-like or if it's like a creature that has a human foot, but instead of toes, they have big claws. It's hard to tell. It's very muddy.
I'm trained in survival. Excuse me, I'm trained in survival. I don't know if I can follow up now that I know where the footprints are with that.
You could indeed maybe do some tracking here in a second, but
We're going
Ren,
to be
you get the
ambushed
fix.
first.
You get that fence like set. Like that fence is better than it ever was. Roach.
It's fine halfling construction.
Yes, certainly. Roach, this
half
is
the
just
size
a
it
bunch
used
of
to
mud.
be.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, you've all finished. The dinosaurs are all in the pen. Zyla finishes her count. She's like counting using the sticks in her hair, and you start to wonder if maybe those sticks are always there and they're not just like a byproduct of trying to round up all these dinosaurs. She counts them again, and she counts them a third time.
When Delia notices her counting the second time, she'll go ahead and do her own count.
You count 20. She's like her face changes. She was really relieved and happy, and then she counted the third time, and then she looks really kind of distraught, and she says like, "We're missing one. We're missing Babs. Babs is missing.
What?
She was the smallest one. I call her Babs because there is a great hero in our legends. It doesn't matter. She is missing. There should be 21, and there are 20.
There's
She's
always
right.
one that gets away.
She was so small.
Well, that just means that she has a bigger heart than the rest.
And is easier to
I
carry
hope
off.
not. That'd be very like unhealthy for her.
Also, I fixed your dinosaur fort, so it should be good to go.
If
That is
only.
lovely, but I must
Very
find
powerful
Babs.
stuff.
Well,
Okay,
I
well-
did find footprints. I don't know where they go, but I found them.
Hmm.
Well, all right. We just need to go track them down. Maybe we'll find them. They are Stegosaurus footprints.
No, these are pointy, like claws.
Roach looks looks over at the Stegosauruses.
They have
They
little
don't-
round nubbin
stump.
Yep.
feet.
Stumps. They have stumpy feet. These are clawed feet.
Cracker.
Well, show me these
something
tracks,
went
and maybe we can figure out what they go to.
yeah, looks like something might have
Yes.
grabbed them.
And you will go get them. You will find Babs. I have to stay here. There are I can't take 20 baby dinosaurs to find Babs.
We
Look,
will
that
That
find
would be
hard.
kind of
Babs.
amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
I am just a level 1 green
As
face
as useful
initiative.
as useful as a Stegosaurus swarm might be in the I'm not
They're
entirely positive
swarming
if it's,
me.
Attack!
manageable. I
I
have enough fun
believe
with one dog.
Stampede!
I don't think it's a swarm. I think it's a stampede at that point. I'm just saying.
I think
Okay, here.
mechanically speaking, it's actually a troop.
All right, I cannot add any gold, but she digs around in her. You're starting to wonder how many pockets this woman has. She pulls out 2 little vials, and she hands them over to you. These will heal you if you get hurt. Or if
do
you
keep
find Babs
those
and they're
over
hurt.
away from Delia takes a step back.
Oh, sorry. I did not know. And then, oh yes, she digs around again and finds 2 more, kind of elixirs, and essentially she hands you 2 minor healing potions and 2 lesser eagle eye elixirs.
Oh,
Nice.
Those are handy.
Interesting.
So I cannot offer more gold, but surely even if you don't need these to complete the mission, they will be helpful to adventurers like yourselves.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Okay, so
I
who can track?
I am technically speaking a ranger by trade.
I thought you were a farmer by trade.
Well, I'm a farmer by trade, but a ranger by trade.
That
Okay.
doesn't mean
Sounds
anything.
I don't know.
Allow me to rephrase
Huh?
it. Some people would classify me as a ranger.
All right. Makes
Ro-
sense
Roach
to me.
just goes ahead and does one of those looks to the sky. Oh, looks back down.
I'd be
yes,
happy to. I know my way around tracks and trails and such.
Well,
you
then we
can
should all put our nose to it.
you all wander over to where the tracks are. Between Everly and Delia, they can easily point to where they are. And essentially, this is an exploration activity. We're going to do a little tracking. Give me a perception check from the group. Just to start, unrelated to this, just a secret perception check.
Secret perception check, you say?
I should have looked up sheet music for Brave Sir Robin. I could have been like, brave Stegosaurus.
Do I need to make one
Oh.
for Ada as well? Is this something that she could note?
She does not understand language, so.
Okay, that's fine.
Ren and Kara both hear. It seems like Zyla has gone back to talking to her woodpecker, whose name you never actually got. And she says, oh, I hope whoever has taken Babs has not taken other dinosaurs. That would be just truly terrible. Oh well. And
Other dinosaurs?
What do you
I
mean?
think we should stay focused on the task at hand.
Probably. I just heard her back there talking about other dinosaurs, apparently, but
Well, fortunately, these are, I believe the technical term for them are vegisauruses. And so
okay.
we should be a little bit more careful if we find any of them that have, shall we say, more teeth.
Oh, so metasauruses.
Rick, please
Yes,
tell me
exactly.
you took dubious knowledge, because this screams dubious knowledge.
If I
He's
had
just
the
making
extra
this up.
sheet, I may have very well. I'm
Alright,
foregoing
so-
knowledge checks at this moment. That's what I'm doing.
I'm not trained in nature, so I have no idea.
Oh,
So
I'm
yes,
my.
not
I'm gonna
either.
find some Pegasuruses or whatever they are.
Yes. All right, so essentially we're gonna do some tracking. Who's gonna be kind of our lead tracker here?
Not me.
So
think
despite
that's gonna
being
be
a
Ren.
ranger, I only actually have a +4, so it's quite possible that Ross, being a wisdom-based character, might have a higher survival than I do.
I actually do have a +6.
Okay.
Okay, so we're all gonna follow Kara.
Anybody beat Ross?
If
No.
possible, I'd like to aid, but
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
you
fine
can
with
aid.
that.
also, if possible, I'd like it to have Ada aid me, aid Ross.
Oh my gosh.
Dog, I
I'm
heard
still
you
training.
wanted an aid.
I don't think that's how aiding works.
I mean,
Can
let's
you
be
get
I don't think you can
honest.
aid on an aid, yeah.
A puppy just looking cute already gives you a morale bonus.
It's
But
fine.
there
I
are
didn't
no morale
actually do that.
bonuses in
She's-
Pathfinder 2E.
She's just
Well,
trying
there
her best.
should be, because cute
She's in that. She's in that phase where her paws are like 50% too large for the rest of her body.
Certainly.
Oh.
And now she's covered in mud.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
nothing's
she's basically
for
just
her.
a big old muddy golden retriever.
Does
so.
she have like one floppy ear and one that's straight? Because that
Oh,
is super
yes.
For sure.
Yes.
That's definitely gonna be a thing.
Aw.
Exactly.
All right, so let's
Her
get
tongue
that
lolls
aid.
out the side as she trots
Aw.
along.
Let's
So let
see
me
how
go and see
lost
what I
we
can do.
get. I mean, how quickly we find the dinosaur. Sorry.
Hey,
Hey,
You helped.
nice
Kaboom.
one.
You actually aid.
I
Alright.
do have the no direction cantrip, so I can always tell us where north is if that helps.
Oh, good. If you get lost,
Excellent.
that's going to be pretty helpful, probably.
do. All right, that's not bad. So with the 8, I rolled a 10, get a total of a 17.
All right, you head out into the woods. This is, I mean, wilderness. It doesn't really have foot trails. It's not traversed by humans all that often, or humanoid creatures anyway. But you do manage to kind of find more of those like clawed footprints. You think maybe whatever it was carried the Stegosaurus, making them a little heavier, making their footprints a little deeper, and therefore easier to see along the forest floor here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But you do end up nobody has like experienced tracker or anything that does any speeding up of this, right?
No.
I don't
No.
double checking. No, I do not. I have
Nope.
fascinating performance. I can fascinate somebody by singing.
And looking at
Cool.
the tracks, can we recognize what these tracks are?
So
I
that
probably
would
can't.
be
but-
a society or nature check potentially. It'd
Okay.
be a pretty high DC. But one of you on your initial perception did do super well, and you know that there were kind of smaller trucks that you thought were birds at first, but as you're walking this like mile of walking, you think they might actually belong to a Comsoc. Oh, I can never say this dinosaur name. I call them compies.
Copy, of course.
Compsognathus.
Yes.
Which are those little, they're like little pint-sized dinosaurs that are bipedal and green. They have
best pet
long
ones.
tails.
The ones that swarm in the Lost World.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't,
Yeah.
they look something like this guy. No worries why I have it, but they look kind of like
Yeah,
this
no
little guy.
worries.
They're like little guys.
Aw.
Yeah, little compy.
Yeah, I just remember them
Little
eating
humpies.
Peter Stormare in the Lost World.
Sometimes you deserve it.
Yep.
think
Sometimes
there's
you
a-
deserve it.
there's
That is true.
I think there's a small chance that there might be some chicken dinosaurs here as well.
Oh.
Don't think chickens are dinosaurs.
Do they taste like chickens?
Well, I would
Maybe
imagine. I've never eaten a
dinosaur.
dinosaur actually, but
Nor have
from what
I.
they're very close to chicken-sized dinosaurs. Much like chickens, they eat anything, I believe.
Oh.
I thought that was
Anything.
goats.
Bode well.
Much like goats, also.
Goats are
Pretty
much
anything
like
we can raise
chickens,
on the
which are
farm.
much
Anything
like...
that's fine with a diet of rutabagas.
Sure.
Excellent. Well, that's
man.
that's good to know. I'm gonna keep following the tracks now.
You
I
do
will
follow those.
serenade us while we go.
Sounds good.
So we're not stealthing.
No.
Definitely not. We're probably scaring it further and further away.
I could whip
Perfect.
out some somewhere over the rainbow right now.
Anybody else who's not tracking can
Babs
do a
out.
different exploration activity. So essentially, you could be, just keeping an eye out. You could be, shielding, so
Mm.
walking with your shield out.
And we can
know.
stealth if we want to. I do not actually have to be playing. So.
I don't know if this is a stealth group, to be fair.
Iffy on that.
I'm decent.
I'm not trained in it. I mean,
Oh.
I have a decent dexterity, but I'm not trained in it.
I mean, I'm trained in it, but I'm actually not that dexterous. So
Mm.
Yeah, I will just be keeping an eye out.
All right. So you do manage to find these tracks and follow them. And based on kind of the lay of the land and the direction they're going, you're pretty sure that they lead to a hill nearby. You can kind of see that hill in the distance when the trees thin out a little bit. And so you kind of head that way. You eventually find a footpath. And that who or whatever it is you're following have also taken this footpath. And so it gets a little bit easier. It takes you about an hour. And as you walk, the ground gets drier because you're getting a little bit further uphill, a little bit more sun exposure. And as you start to get within sight of the top of this hill, you see some things that are a little disconcerting. There's a cave at the top of the hill, and kind of a path, like this foothill becomes a little bit more of a path, or sorry, this footpath becomes a slightly bigger path. And there are gruesome decorations kind of framing the entrance to the cave up there. Bones, body parts of various animals kind of hung from ropes as some sort of, morbid wind chime. Crude paintings of made of dried blood that depict kind of skeletons of mammoths and skeletons of dinosaurs. And so all in all, it takes you suddenly are not thinking this is just, first of all, for sure, this isn't just the little dinosaur ran away, but it's also maybe something a little more intelligent than like an animal, because it has made this art.
A bit more sinister.
And as you ascend and start to get to the top of the slope, you do
As
see,
we're going up that hill.
yes, as you
We're
are
running
running
up
up
that
that hill,
Anyway, sorry.
you
I had to
see
do it.
a small green stegosaurus tightly tied to a massive wooden stake. The wooden stake is almost as big as the dinosaur.
Whoa!
A short, not tied like burning a witch, tied like a dog on a stake.
Sorry,
like a
that's what I
dog on a-
thought. I was like, oh my god.
tied in preparation of ritual sacrifice.
Yes, it has been
God.
tied to the railroad tracks, and there's a man twirling his mustache.
It's on the
There's
it's
a
on
tiny-
the
There's a
stick. They
tiny
just haven't lit the fire yet.
Compiosaurus twirling its mustache.
Yes, and he, this little stegosaurus does in fact look a little bit like this,
Oh no, Babs.
and you're pretty sure that would be Babs.
I mean, it would make sense.
Babs doesn't look harmed.
Okay.
Mostly Babs just looks scared. He's pulling against his restraints. He's making like throaty cries, like he sees you, and he starts like, again, I don't know how to make dinosaur noises. And you notice, but first of all, they didn't seem to expect you to come. They seem to be kind of busy, but they do turn when the little stegosaurus starts making noise, and you find that you are not alone, and neither is Babs.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Standing a short distance away from Babs
That's bait.
is a woman, kind of a stocky woman with brown skin and big, like elongated ears and a very toothy kind of mouth. She's wearing armor, and she's next to this little compy, this frogagaba. I'm calling
Call
them
it
compies.
compy.
And it appears that she is, I don't know, waiting on you. Or she's talking to the dinosaur. It's hard to tell if she's trying to yell at you because you're kind of down the hill a little bit, or if she's talking to the little dinosaur next to her. But regardless, as soon as she sees you, because you were essentially pointed out by Babs, we're
Thanks,
gonna roll
Babs.
into.
Hey,
Well, you weren't trying to be stealthy.
Babs betrayed. She used the point out action.
Like she legitimately betrayed us with the point out action.
That is
Sounds
exactly
like I
what
belong to
happened.
you now. They're over there.
Apparently that handle
Doesn't tell
animal
us
is
that the
really
Sauron.
good. Ugh, gracious.
All right, so let's go ahead and get some initiative.
All
All right.
right.
Okay.
All right, I rolled average.
Let's do better this time.
I did not do better.
I mean,
They're all over the
better.
place.
Everlasting Trudimus Lazzani for the win.
My lord, that name.
It is amazing.
It's such a long name.
That's a gnomish thing.
It is a gnomish thing.
It
I was
is.
gonna
It
add
really
2
is.
more in there, but then I was like, I'm gonna tongue tie myself, so I feel like 3 is a good roundabout number.
That's fair.
Okay, so let me cue up a little Sirenscape. Sirenscape, don't kidnap dinosaurs.
It never goes well for the
Aw.
kidnapper. Oh,
Did everyone see the Kenway?
Yep.
brief appearance, and
Yes.
away he went.
Exactly.
He was
All
excited.
right.
Father, I can help.
Perfection. Okay. Everly, you are first.
Don't actually know if I want to be first, but I am.
Just to let you know, there is a essentially a it's not quite a crevasse, kind of here in the middle where it is on the map,
Okay.
and it is a slight incline to go up the stairs, but not difficult terrain, or up the stairs,
Okay.
up the
hill.
The hill.
hill. I keep
Running
wanting to
up
say
that
ramp or
hill.
stairs.
I should
and
have
we're
gotten
not in
that
the city.
sheet music. Ah, could have been playing that.
Also, sorry, before we begin, I have a free action ability called 10 Paces that apparently it adds a +2 bonus to my initiative roll. Was not included on my roll, so I should actually have a 17.
You should actually have a 17, which puts you up a little bit. Oh, actually you have a 16 because you failed so badly on your dinosaur check that you get a -1. But you still are moved up, so it's fine.
Excuse you.
Yeah.
But it all works out. All right.
All right.
So, Everly.
Well, Everly is going to start running up that hill.
You're welcome, everybody.
3, 5. Believe I can get that far. And then I will go ahead and use a move action to
A single
begin-
action, you mean?
what?
Sorry, you're using some first edition
Stride.
terminology
You
there.
will
You will
Stride.
stride.
And then you will use another action because we get 3 of them.
Yes, all of those things. Okay, and then is that how it works? How do I?
What are
Oh,
you
I
trying
am-
to do?
I am trying to inspire courage. Oh, cast. There we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and start singing so that all of my allies are gonna start getting a bonus.
Okay.
I could pull out the guitar and start playing something if you guys would like, but might not be the moment. Oh.
Nope.
But I figure just because it's what I'm good at, so I assume that, I'm putting a little bit of myself into Everly, that it's probably like flamenco sounding style because that's what I grew up like. So it's
Fair
like
enough.
Sevillanas, sort of thing right now. Which I can't play, but I'm not gonna.
Okay, very cool. All right. Is that all 3 of your actions?
No. So
Are you going to draw a weapon while you run forward?
I don't think I can play and fight at the same time.
Yeah, you should be able to cast spells still, but
You could double move. You
I
could
believe
move
on
twice.
your character sheet it does have your improvised weapon for beating people with your loot if necessary.
I do, yes. I do plan on using that at some point.
That's
just 'cause it
most
sounds
definitely gonna
amazing.
bring it out of tune.
I will go ahead and continue moving toward Babs,
All right.
but kind of in
so-
a roundabout way.
Certainly. All right, Everly strides forward, beginning to sing a song of courage. Her allies feel Courageous, sir.
Awesome.
Roach.
All right. Roach, sensing danger, uses his 10 pace free action to draw his one-handed weapon, which is his pistol / bayonet. And the first action on my first turn, I can step up to 10 feet as a free action. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna move. So that's 10, 25. And then is it difficult terrain going up the hill?
No.
No.
Okay. 5, 10, 15.
Unless you're Vecna.
20,
Yes.
25.
But
Okay, and then real quick, let me just check my range. Oh, exactly 25 feet away, which is great for my hand cannon.
Oh God. Okay.
oh dear. All right.
Sure.
As
Sure.
he pulls the gun out and just like kind of does a, you better give back that stegosaurus. Turns towards the compy and just shoots at it.
How dare you?
All right, here we go.
All right.
I'm gonna strike. I'm gonna try
How
to
dare
strike
you
the
shoot my
compy.
small friend?
All right, here we go.
Punish him,
Proficiency,
Foundry.
Expire, Courage, and then it doesn't put in my normal +1 bonus, so I get 1 for that. Oh,
Oh God!
That's the opposite of punishing him.
oh no! I'm such a bad person.
God.
You're
I'm
gonna
such a
kill
bad
a very
person.
cute little dinosaur.
I'm
and you're gonna have to live
I'm
with that.
such a good bad person.
No! Who did that? That was Rick. Rick did that.
Rick did that. Oh my god, you had to ask?
I mean, you critical the dinosaur.
no.
You
Oh,
certainly critical the
no.
dinosaur.
All right, I critical
Oh
the
my
dinosaur.
Murderer.
I roll
Oh,
minimum
okay.
damage, so it's only 6 points of damage. So that's
You
nice.
don't kill the dinosaur. Do you have any critical effects?
Let me see. Hand cannon does not have a critical effect.
All right.
Okay. You shoot this dinosaur almost center of mass, and you're surprised it's still standing when the smoke clears. It is bleeding everywhere and
Wow.
screeching pitiful little dinosaur screeches.
I thought that was going to be a lot more dramatic.
Why didn't you
You-
shoot the person, not the little dino?
Since I'm down,
Dino is going to try to eat us. Jordan,
Since
I'm
I'm
on your
down
side.
here, it's like,
One, yes, the
you didn't
dino's gonna
shoot
try to eat
Babs,
us.
right?
Did not shoot Babs, thankfully.
He just walked up and says, "Oh, we don't negotiate with terrorists," and just shoots the hostage. What? No, he's neutral, not evil.
No, I know, but it's like I'm down on the bottom of the ravine.
Wait a minute.
so it's
Eagle,
like, I don't know
Eagle
what
is
you
reminding
just
me
did.
that there's
The
fatal on
chat's
this.
telling you there's fatal damage?
Wait,
Question mark?
F.
So I can
There's
look that
fatal
up.
damage. Wait, hang on. It's not
Hand
tagged on
cannon.
this. And hang on. All right, hand cannon.
You look that up and we'll come back to you to see if the dinosaur
The-
actually does
The
die.
compy explodes in the next couple seconds.
Oh
It's
my
delayed
gosh.
reaction.
All right, Ren.
No, it does not have a deadly. Thank goodness.
Yeah, hand cannons are.
Again,
They're versatile,
Yeah.
is what they have.
the
Whatever.
dinosaur is going to try to eat our faces.
It's a tiny
Yep, there we
dinosaur. I
go.
doubt he's gonna be able to do a whole lot.
Regardless, it's Ren's turn, everyone.
That's
Let's
what
all
we thought
calm
about
down.
the tooth fairies.
They were
No,
a
that's not what we
swarm.
thought about
That was
tooth fairies.
different.
They're bad. They should feel bad.
They should feel that.
All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and double move that as I rush up the hill. Tell Ada to stay. Run up the hill, drawing forth my sword, almost a full foot longer than I am tall, as I wrench it free from my
You've
back
done the anime sword.
and take my two-handed grip on my Dragon Slayer Greatsword. It's not actually a
gracious.
Dragon Slayer Great Sword. I'm just making a Berserker reference.
Is
A
it
Berserk reference.
a great sword though?
Ada
you?
It's
flops
great
over.
sword. It's a full-on great sword. So I just take a two-handed grip as I rush up the hill.
Oh
Okay,
my.
guys.
Myself in front of the gunslinger. Yeah, exactly what. I'm sorry, I really didn't ask. Is it he?
Huh?
You know what? I don't actually remember. Let's go with he.
He. Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Huh?
Yes,
Who are you talking about?
this guy.
He's talking
Man.
about Roach.
He's talking about Roach.
Oh.
Talking about Tin Man here.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
Oh man. Well, Ada flops onto the ground happily, and starts to lick her paws. That brings
Yep.
us to the compy. We have a dramatically striding halfling with a gigantic sword.
Mhm.
The compy looks at the lady next to it, looks at all of you, looks
And
at all the
breathes
blood.
fire or does something ridiculous. I'm waiting
It
for
doubles in size.
That would be cool, but no, it does not do such things.
Yeah,
And
like, I
then
don't get
we'll.
paid enough for this.
That's exactly what it says. As it essentially is going to see how far my little compy friend can get with so many actions to run away. It has 3 actions to run away. Can you get all the way back over here? You can get pretty far. All right, and then we'll take all 3 of its actions to leave, to run toward the cave.
to get all of its other compy friends for the compy swarm.
Probably. That might have been what happens here. We'll see.
It screeches and runs away. Kara.
Tin Man, I'm gonna leave you to finish the job.
All right. Kara shrugs, not really knowing what's going on up on top of the hill right now. Though, can I see the poacher from where I am?
Yeah, you can see her.
Okay, I'm 50 feet away, and she technically is up on the hill, so I don't know if it would count as having cover, like some light cover.
She's gonna have some light cover.
That's fine. I'm going to cast Moonbeam at her.
Moonbeam. Okay.
Moonbeam.
Mm-hmm.
My God.
Okay.
Are
all
you
right.
Sailor Moon?
Maybe. With
She
the
is
Inspired
a
Courage,
magical
it is
girl.
a 17 to hit her. I mean,
Typically that would hit her, but she has light cover or a little bit of cover, and so
Curses.
it does not. The moonbeam goes wide and strikes behind her and lights her up in a really dramatic and cool way.
oh, jeez. All right. I guess I'll just start moving then.
All right.
So
Start
with my last
moving.
action, I will stride, and that is it because it was 2 actions to cast the Moonbeam.
That is always sad.
Yeah.
All right. The woman looks at all of you. Let me show you her. She's pretty cool. Uno momento, friends. Ta-da.
Mm.
So she's a cool lady. She
Uh-oh.
has clawed toes. You think probably they were her footprints.
She also has a great sword looking thing.
She pulls a humongous bastard sword off of her back.
No.
Oh dear.
Oh Lord.
Roars.
It's a little small, but I give you some respect.
That's my dinosaur, you child, and runs toward the halfling.
Can anyone
Alright,
who
so-
really own a dinosaur?
We've established she's okay with violence against children because she thinks the halfling's a child.
She's stealing dinosaur babies. Where's the
Mm.
line?
It wouldn't be the first time I've been mistaken. Although
And then
last time it
she,
came with free candy, so I did correct them.
Wow.
You're just out on Halloween, just like, here you go. It's like, nice
Gracious.
costume. What costume are you? All right, fine.
It doesn't work back home because it's an entirely
Ooh.
halfling village. Oh, sweet,
Uh-oh.
Well, that'll
oh,
shush you all.
sweet Caden.
Here.
She swings
Oh,
her
no.
bastard sword down on the halfling. Thankfully,
Ooh.
not with the two-handed grip yet. Does a 29 critical you?
That will be a critical strike. Thank you.
Good gracious.
All right,
Red's
she cuts.
off to a good start.
She cuts down minimum damage for 10 damage.
That still
Ooh.
really hurts.
I'll take it, but I don't like it. No,
I'll
sir.
use you for dino bait.
Oh,
Are
spaghetti.
you
Okay.
okay up there?
I admit that sword is big enough.
Bigger than you.
I mean, there are a lot of things bigger than me. That's technically true, and less dangerous in the case of something like an ostrich. Actually,
You
those are
talk
quite
too
deadly.
much.
I've been told that.
Adelia.
All right, so I will use Act Together, which basically
Cool.
means me and Vaklav can basically split the 3 actions that I would get on a turn. What is my movement speed? 30 feet. Okay. All
You're
right,
a
so
fat
I will
elf.
take 1 stride and move 30 feet to there. Why is it not letting me move? Okay. Is that
You
it?
gotta make sure you got it on the grippins.
No. Oh, it's trying to move us together.
Yeah, it seemed to try to do that for me in Ada too.
So I want to go there. And then the claw will move. He'll take the other 2 actions to stride.
All right, the vampire and the werewolf walk forward.
Wait,
I
she's
guess
a
you're not a full
vampire?
vampire. No, she's
I
not.
mean, probably not
She's
an
not-
actual
not
like,
a
vampire, but
And so
don't know.
he has a 25.
Startle her and see if she hisses. That's the
I mean,
tell.
this is the middle of the day, so
It
it's
is the
unlikely
middle of
she's
the
a
day.
vampire.
Yeah, you're pretty sure she's not actually a vampire.
Why are you being weird? Yeah.
Is it
it's
being
not-
hateful? Tell me where you want him to go. I'll move him.
Okay, I had it measured out. So, yeah, right, 50 feet to where Rick pointed, and that's 2 strides for him. So that makes
Yep,
it the
performing
end of
into
our
lightning
turn.
bolt formation.
If only I had such things. Oh, maybe I do.
Oh
Oh
no.
no, the Megas.
All right, we've aligned our heroes into a perfect line. Everly, do you have a lightning bolt? Do you wish to cast it?
I mean, I don't, but I don't think I was planning on, I don't know, attacking my compatriots. That seems
Fair
like a
enough.
terrible idea.
Fair enough.
Plus,
Uh,
yep, curse.
I have also
you-
betrayed
First,
all of
there's
you.
seven
I'm with
other
Babs
people.
now. Let's go.
Are you going to continue singing?
yes.
All right.
But can I do that as like my last action? Like,
Oh yeah,
how
sure.
does
I was
it-
just
Yeah.
wondering.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so unfortunately, apparently my spells didn't get added in here, but I have them picked on my character sheet that I built elsewhere.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to make this work.
Just-
But I am
Well, what
going to
spells are you doing?
cast a telekinetic projectile.
Ah, yeah,
Delightful.
that's a good one.
So like I figure there's plenty of like rocks and stuff nearby.
Mm.
So and I would like to hurl it at the gremlin.
You know, not a bad guess. Nobody has identified what she is yet.
No idea so
Oh,
far.
All right.
actually, then first thing, can I use my bardic knowledge to do a check?
It is an action, but
It is an action.
Oh, then I
Um,
can't do telekinetic charge then. Never mind. I
Yeah.
will do projectile. I will stick with that.
I have
Thank
added
you,
it to your
Rin.
spell list.
Thank you. Okay, how do I actually use you?
You just click the picture.
Click the picture.
Mhm.
What picture?
on the left-hand side, there's a little icon.
In your spellcasting menu of your character sheet.
Here's a
There might
spellcast.
also be a cast button.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. So
There
I
is
click
also a
attack.
cast button.
Yes.
Indeed. So
Duck.
you hurl a rock essentially from the ground. Unless you're not doing whatever type of damage you want to do, really. 19, you do hit her right in the forehead with this rock.
Yay.
Nice.
Is it a sharp rock, a slashy rock, or a blunt rock?
I'm gonna go with a blunt rock.
All right, blunt rock. You bonk
Blunt
her in the
rock.
head with the rock, roll damage.
I bonk her. I bonk her real good.
She's been bonked, yes.
You can always throw stone.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
It indents her skull a little bit, and she starts to bleed down beside her eye.
Jeez.
And she
Owie.
glares over at you. You're next after I kill this little one. Maybe.
And then she strums a chord. Let's see. Do I have a discordant one I could do?
I don't know.
There we go.
Bum, bum, bum.
She scowls. She obviously doesn't like music. Roach.
All right, so Roach reaches down with practiced ease, grabs a packet of black powder, shoves it into his hand cannon, hesitates for about 1/10 of a second to figure out which one of his 3 pouches he wants to pull his ammo from, decides, you know what, pulls out a thing that basically looks like a jack that's actually like spiked on the end. So he's doing piercing damage and like shoves that inside and then just
Ow.
pushes a finger in there to pack it in.
All right.
Rind. No, don't duck. Never mind. Boom! Just shoots it at the hobgoblin.
I was gonna say I'm convenient. I'm fun sized.
Which
feel free.
I guess for him, he shoots stuff and like it blows up and it doesn't make a loud sound. But like this is like literally the sound of like a giant thing of thunder right over your head.
Oh man. All right, you're
Oh, man.
deafening. You're deafening your friend.
Yeah,
It,
exactly.
it reminds me of spring back in Puffin's Bluff.
Oh man!
No.
All right, so
And
that's a
you-
27.
You full on critical her.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
I was gonna say Jordan's found his calling. Finally.
Yeah.
It's the ranged
Gunslinger.
fighter for me. Yay! I'm real good at killing stuff. All right, come on. I gotta roll more than the one. Oh, dang!
My
Maximum
word.
I'm pretty
damage!
sure you just shot her in the chest.
Oh
You-
my gosh!
Wow.
She
Oh
is
my
still
gosh.
standing.
Only
Holy
on a
crap.
stream. Only on a
Fury is
stream will it
shooting
happen.
her.
Oh my gosh.
In the side, probably something important was in there, but she is still standing. She kind of doubles over for a little bit and then like shakes it out and stands back up and just grimaces.
Roach, do they usually do that after you shoot them?
Not often. Roach like calmly just pulls out another packet, pulls out some more like sharpened jacks, pokes them in. You gonna surrender now?
No.
All right, then he starts raising the gun again.
All right,
To the
Ren.
death then. All right. So I'm first off, and I should have done this earlier, and I wasn't thinking about it. First off, I'm going to use an action to hunt prey because I could have done that while I was doing the tracking earlier, and I
Oh,
did not. So
True.
I'll go ahead and hunt prey for my first action. My second action, I will heft and swing this great sword.
What type of ranger are we dealing with here?
I am a precision ranger.
Oh, good. That's a good
Oh.
type. I love a good. I got love a
So
good precision.
let's go ahead and there we are. Let's go ahead and do a strike there. Uh-huh.
Oh my lord!
Oh.
Lord and
You do
Lord.
not critical, but
24.
you do hit.
Oh,
You cut into her
Wow.
shin.
and first attack on hunt prey this round. So let's go ahead and do
Yeah,
my
you add the
damage.
D8.
Huh, jeez.
All
right.
right. Points of damage. It could have been better, but
You
Still,
cut
that's-
into her leg and she nearly topples over, but doesn't quite. She's still
Oh
standing.
my god.
Wow.
in my last action, Ren turns. I still get one action left.
Yeah.
For my last action, Ren turns, does a quick whistle back. I will use 2 actions for Ada. So 1st
Mhm.
off, Ada's gonna run right up there with her 40-foot movement speed.
Nice.
It is no longer my
She
turn.
does run. Ada runs after the little dinosaur.
Yep.
The little
So,
dinosaur looks at Ada, screams, and runs into the cave.
I want to know. Ada gets 2
Yeah,
actions.
I
That
was like, no,
one
Ada's
movement.
got enough
I still
actions
get a bite.
to attack. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well then it is her
So
turn.
chomp. And not great.
Ada does not hit the dinosaur, and the dinosaur does run into the cave.
Okay.
Okay.
Ada glances back to be like, "Do I chase it?"
What
not
do,
without
Daddy?
knowing what's in there.
I
Kara.
just, turn back in. To call her back over.
Mm.
I think I didn't hear any clicking. If anyone else did, it just looked like you were
I
doing a
did.
funny thing with your mouth.
I heard a very small click.
The meeting is
It's the noise reduction.
yes. You do a click click, and she's like, "Ah, yes, okay." Kara.
Yeah, I
Well,
pull out one of those little clickers and I click it twice, and then I put my other hand back on my greatsword again.
I mean, it'd
tied
probably
my
be a
greatsword.
whistle.
That's true.
Since Rin still looks to be pretty badly hurt, despite how much he's standing toe to toe with our opponent here, I will go ahead and cast a level 1 heal using 2 actions.
What are the odds that you could critical me again?
Apparently really good. Don't put
You
that
just
out
put
there.
that out in the universe, Rick.
Yep.
What's the worst that could happen?
So, well, I don't roll super well. I don't think I get the bonus from Inspire Courage on this. I think that's
Not
what
on
it's adding
healing.
in. No, I think it's adding it in automatically. So it should be 10 hit points back, not 11.
Ah.
But
Okay, well, 10's going to put me back up to 4 regardless.
fair enough. There we go then. So, alrighty. Do you feel better?
I feel substantially better. Thank you,
Praise
Les.
Desna. All right.
Yes, praise Desna. And a wrestle. Good old Deadeye.
I will move 25 feet closer to the fight.
All right.
With
So
my
Kara
last
moves up, keeps Ren from dying.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I guess.
Unfortunately, I think that
Still,
was
you and
fortunate.
me. You and me and the Tin Man. You and me and the Tin Man and the Lady of Infinite Healing. And also my dog eventually. All of us and you.
She just grabs you, so she's reaching out to grab you.
Oh no.
I swear, if you put your palm on my forehead and keep me from swinging at you, I'm going to be very irate.
Oh
no! Jesus.
Oh!
Yeah.
She gets a 27 to grab you.
Oh no.
Sweet Caden spilled tankard. That's a critical success against. I believe that's my
This is a crit heavy
my
fight.
fortitude DC
It
or
should
my
be your
reflex
fortitude
DC after
DC.
the grapple.
Probably
I don't know
a
what
crit
grappling
against any of
does
your
if
Are
it's
you
DCs.
grappling or
critical.
tripping me?
It's you're basically pinned.
Oh, you're pinned.
yeah.
Okay. So she
Yep.
grabs
Yeah.
you by the collar and lifts you off the ground. And then she stabs you with her sword.
Okay.
Rude.
She is one-handing this bastard sword as she stabs you. Only a 13 though.
Yeah, I mean, you do take the penalties for being flat-footed.
Yeah, I am flat-footed, but flat-footed is going. No, my armor's still going to hold out because I'm still wearing chainmail underneath all the rest of this. So I'm
Hey,
pretty
there
heavy
you go.
armored.
She roars and stabs at you a third time. Because what else
That's
is she gonna
fair.
do? It's not great. She rolls a 6. Whatever. She's holding you.
I
That's
mean,
her
yeah,
turn.
she does have you in a vice grip, if nothing
How
else.
dare you come to my hill and try to take my dinosaurs?
It's not
How dare you
yours,
put your hands
though.
on me, woman? I'm happily married. Let me go.
Not like that. I'm gonna throw you off this hill.
Wow.
Delia.
All right. So
I like, people like me.
So I will use act together again. I'm gonna have a Claw move just right up next to where Ren is. He still won't let me grab him. So,
Yes.
and then
Oops.
he will use his primary strike, which is basically a bite, is what I'm gonna call that. He rolls a 14, so he gets 22 to hit her.
He hits her.
That's pretty good.
He bites out at her.
Pretty good.
For 9 points
nice.
of damage.
Now this is what
Ow.
I'm talking about.
And so the little tiny dinosaur ran into this cave and we can't see
Yes.
it anymore.
I mean, you can go in the cave if you want.
No, I'm not gonna go in the cave.
Oh, okay.
That's yeah, no, not doing that. Let's see. I think that's a 30-foot range, so he might be out of range. Yep. All right,
Just ever so
so
slightly.
I'm gonna oh, it's moving him when I move me. Interesting.
Odd.
Okay. All
That's
right,
not
so
together.
I will move just right up here, keeping the formation. There you go.
All right, Delia advances. Vodclaw finally this is what I'm here for. Obviously, steps up and bites this woman. Everly.
So she's still standing, huh?
Oh yeah, she's standing. She doesn't look great, but she's standing.
I'm gonna go for another
Elton
rock.
John's playing in the background.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit her with another rock.
Rock.
Can't stop the rock. You can't stop
Jeez.
the rock.
21.
Yeah,
Stop
you
the
knock
rock.
her in
you
the head.
can't
The
stop.
same spot, even.
Jeez.
I feel like that beginning scene in
stop it.
Braveheart, you know?
Yes, it is that scene, except
Oh,
Wow.
Woman. you you
I'm a
fling
good
that
aunt.
rock, and it clunks her right in the temple, and she, falls. She drops your friend, and you think she might be dead.
Oh,
all right.
Shall
That was
I
a heck
continue
of a
it?
shot.
Are we chasing the dinosaur into the cave?
is she okay?
She's probably dead, but the little dinosaur ran into that cave over there.
No, oh no,
Hmm.
she I believe she's definitely dead. So, but that was a heck of a shot.
Well,
I mean,
I would feel very bad if she weren't in the process of trying to skewer me with a bastard sword.
I guess
she
better
cut-
her than us.
Are you chasing the dinosaur?
Specifically me, but yes.
Yes, I
Uh,
shall. So it's
yeah,
still
I
my turn,
mean-
yeah?
It is your turn.
Okay.
Oh, how did I do the whole hold it?
Is everyone else okay so far?
I'm doing
Yes.
phenomenal.
Oh, 15.
That little
Good to hear.
getting picked up by my hair notwithstanding.
That bit. That
Okay.
did look like it hurt.
I moved
Fortunately, we
20.
have very sturdy hair halflings.
I moved 25 feet toward
like
the
braided
cave
rope.
entrance. Can I see anything?
It looks like a cave in there. It's hard to tell. You think it opens into a bigger room?
I am going to wait on the rest of my compatriots to join me because I am not a frontliner.
Fair enough. Okay. Roach, what are you gonna do?
So Roach will basically see that, just kind of shrug, turn around towards the next one. Sees that everybody's heading towards the cave entrance. So let's go ahead. Move 25 feet there. Can I have dark vision. Can I actually see into that cave, or do I need to get closer?
I mean, you can see into there, but you can't see the little... Actually, you know, are you going to use a seek action to seek?
You know what? I will get closer to do that. So let me go 25 feet to there. Still don't see it, I assume.
You would have to use an action to seek.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and make a seek action. That's still secret, right?
Indeed.
Okay, here we go. Not super perceptive.
It just looks like a big old cave in there.
All right, well, if it went in here, we're gonna have to go in after it.
I mean, if nothing else, we do know that the poachers were after other dinosaurs, so maybe
we
there are
bring
more
Bob?
in there.
Should we bring Babs with us or leave him out here?
Might be safer for him out here.
He pulls
Ren goes
against
ahead
the
and
stake he's
whistles.
tied to.
Yeah, Ren goes ahead and whistles Ada over. And all right, Ada, we're going to be going into the creepy old cave, which is no place for a young pup. But stay here and keep a weather eye on our good friend.
All
Yeah,
right,
there we go.
Ada's going to stay and guard the dino.
So trotting up.
Oh, little puppy Trotty.
Aww.
I'm sorry, I just really like cute things.
They're so
Don't
good.
Okay,
we
apparently I
all?
They're
cannot
so good.
move Ada.
I'll move her. I got her.
Okay. So that'll be my first action. I will then make my way down the hill. I'm going to need some light if we're going in there, though.
I can take care of that.
Oh, fantastic.
All right, heading toward the entrance. Kara.
Okay, well.
Ada starts licking the dino if you want something real cute. And Babs is
Oh.
like, no.
At first,
cute.
then ends up liking it.
Yes, of course.
I will go on and cast light upon Kara's shield.
Okay.
So
2 action. Papa. Light begins to glow. I mean, it's sunny outside, but
yeah, it doesn't help much here, but you know, I assume we're going in the cave. So
indeed.
and then from
Fun.
there, going ahead and move 25 feet closer to the cave.
All right, move into the cave.
Don't worry, I'm coming. The light of stars are coming with us.
Oh, fantastic. This is the evening star. That one's my favorite.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go with that.
Ah, good.
Okie dokie. Then that brings us to Delia.
All right.
I'm going to say, hey there, Delilah.
Hey there.
Delia will move 30 feet next to Ren, and then Vaclav will use the other 2 actions of our turn to actually move up right behind Delia.
Okay.
So
I
I
was thinking
doubt
of
you
Lily
got the
Delia.
name from this, but Vaclav always reminds me of The Simpsons.
No,
Yeah, I was about to say I doubted you got it from this, but
no,
there
it's a reference to one of the old werewolf games Rick and I played in high school.
is- Very cool.
As a fun side note, also, before I even knew what your character's name, well, first off, before I even knew what Rachel wanted to name her character, both of us went with Ren. As a fun
That
side
was
note,
That's hilarious.
It
one of
wasn't
Ren's,
just Ren. It was Ren Azalea.
well, I'm Renal
Mm.
also, but as a also fun side note, Delia is one of Ren's daughter's names.
Oh my gosh.
That's a fun
We
Awkward.
may have
coincidence.
been
It's a
playing
small world.
together too much.
Maybe.
Maybe.
My oldest daughter's name, actually. It's a good name.
I'm going to
Good
save
strong
us
name.
all the trouble of telling you that you're not going to find this creature in combat. But
Okay.
you can. We are essentially going to move into that cave and search around if that's what y'all want to do.
That's fine.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Are we
Uh,
entering exploration mode?
We are. Are.
Then I would like to
Um,
track and I would also like to hunt prey right now on this tiny little dinosaur, and I'm going to find it.
Okay.
Delia and Vaclav both have dark vision, and Vaclav
I
also
also have
has
dark vision.
unprecise scent, so he might be able to start to sniff it out, as it were.
Hmm.
But yeah, let's
Delia-
go look for this tiny dinosaur.
Everly's starting to play some like Danny Elfman sort of music right now. That's what I'm going with.
Danny
right.
Elfman, Danny Elfman.
You
Go ahead and
all,
enter into the cave of mystery.
yes, you do
Like-
all enter the cave. I'm gonna take inspire courage off because we are out of combat.
Yeah.
I mean, technically I'm still playing, but
Yes,
Yeah,
but
but you can't. Inspire Courage doesn't
Oh.
work outside of.
I know.
this
Yeah.
is a naturally forming cavern. There are lots of gruesome trophies in here too. There's a pile of bones that you imagine were leftovers from the woman's like meals. There are various additional paintings of like skeletal creatures on the walls, and there's a small pile of furs that you think is something of a bed.
Hmm.
If you would like, everybody give me a perception check to search around the cave.
Can do.
I mean, that is why
Do a
we're
little-
here.
Do a little search. A little secret search. Let's take a quick look around. Do any of you other magic types happen to have any sort of magical illumination as well? I tend to run headlong into battle and could probably use some.
You know, I was dumb and didn't pick that. I picked prestidigitation so I can get the mud off of us.
I don't tend to need light.
I mean, I can switch the spell over to something on Ren if that is something that would help you more.
Yeah, there
well,
should be.
I could provide you with a torch, but I can't exactly carry a torch and use my great sword, and I'm far more
Uh.
effective at that than I am with my my dagger. Although good old the 1-2.
It's
As
quite
long as
all
you're-
right. I can see pretty far in the dark, so yeah, go on
I could
ahead. You can drag the light effect onto yourself, and I'll turn it off of me.
I can't
Awesome.
believe I didn't pick light.
Thank you.
I'm so dumb.
Eh,
Let's see here.
It is what it is.
That's so Yaskier.
It's true. You don't need light. You're not an adventurer. You're here to
Yeah,
write some
exactly.
sick
That
tunes.
is true. But again,
Mhm.
well, no, I was gonna say, but I'd probably need it to write, you know, in the night I need light, but I'd probably have a candle.
In the night, I need light, right?
You all search around this
So musical.
cavern.
I fight evil by
Looking-
moonlight.
My
Oh
lord.
my.
Yeah.
It is Sailor Moon.
Mm.
And you don't see. It's hard to track in here because it's stone.
Mm.
You do hear some like drips deeper in this cave. There is like a big rock that's blocking a passage deeper. You'd have to be really small to fit in there. And Kara, you're pretty sure that that's the direction that this creature went, because there's really nowhere else they could be hiding. Like, you guys essentially turn this place over. You check every nook and cranny of the cave you have access to, and the only
Hmm.
place a tiny creature could have gone would have been to squeeze past this rock and deeper into the cave.
So, are any of you claustrophobic?
No,
Nope.
not at all.
I'm small, so no.
It's
Just a question. Just a question. But
Although
if
that's
you
not
were-
always true, because my nephew actually is a little bit claustrophobic. Although to be fair, my youngest son did lock him in a closet for like, I don't know, I think it's 6 or 7 hours.
that's
Children will be children.
terrible. What?
Oh
But
well,
that
you got a fair tanning of his hide.
I don't know. Some
okay.
people like small, cozy spaces.
Like
True,
Can we
coffin.
but-
maybe focus on this here?
I mean, yeah, that's probably right. But I mean, that's like a prison. You're describing anyway. I guess I'll point out the rock to everybody.
Does
I think
it
our little
look-
friend went this way.
Does it look like we might be able to move the rock?
If you're strong enough, you could also potentially like chop your way through the rock.
I would
Any
probably
other
Here,
say
let me
creative
see what I can
means?
do about just moving this out of our way.
Okay.
Are you going to punch the boulder?
No, I restrict that specifically to volcanoes.
Mm.
Oh boy.
Remind me to
I
tell
didn't
you
know
about
your
that.
name was actually Ren Field. I
Oh my.
And then flex my cantaloupe-sized biceps and make my way forward.
mean,
Yeah. So am I looking at just doing an athletics to attempt to move this out of the way?
You are.
Okay. I'm assuming that's a little boulder over here, so I'll just trot my way over. And let's go ahead and do an athletics here. Come on, big guy. Come
Oh,
on.
wow.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Ooh,
dang.
That's pretty good.
Wow!
So powerful.
Wow!
Ren reaches forward, grabs onto this rock, and manages to lift it a full few, like, easily, like, several inches off of the ground before the rock moves in your hands
Oh, it's not a rock.
and
Oh, no.
eyes open, and you
No!
realize this is not a rock. And
Uh-oh.
actually
Oh,
roll
hello there.
combat.
Oh,
Oh, no.
I was about to say this is the exact same as the one time the Tuppence goats got stuck in the swamp and I had to carry them out, one on each arm.
Is it?
Oh,
Well, except for in that case they didn't. Well, actually they already had eyes.
Is it
so it was a little bit
onyx?
different.
Is
It
it an
is,
onyx? What is
I'm
that?
assuming you drop it. I mean, you could, I guess, continue to hold on to it.
I would like to
Um,
begin
Or
this
a
combat by
Geodude, one of the
grappling.
two.
But it appears to be a little man that had been curled up, who is made essentially of rock.
Well, can we
Oh.
try talking to him first?
What languages do you speak?
Probably not the one I need.
Definitely don't
He
speak the
actually
language
looks like
we
a
need.
graveler, a Pokemon graveler.
Okay.
Unless he happens to speak Utopian for some reason, I'm
yeah,
not going to have it.
Unless he speaks Sylvan. No.
Mm-mm.
Orcish, maybe?
I also
You can
speak
try to
Sylvan. We
identify
can be
him later.
Sylvan buddies later.
You can attempt to identify your new friend, on your turn. Let's see. We got everybody's initiative here.
I went ahead and sheathed my weapon because I would have probably needed both hands to move that rock.
Yeah.
Probably,
sure.
yeah.
Delia, there's a rock. It does not look particularly happy that it was picked up when it was sleeping. Well, or whatever rocks do. You're not sure.
Okay. I'm gonna use an action for recall knowledge. What would this be?
This is going to be a knowledge the planes. Or wait, planes is rolled into
Yeah.
what? Occultism now?
Um,
I think it's
Depends on
occultism.
what the creature is.
yeah,
Yeah.
it depends on the plane too, I think.
I can't rely on my 1E knowledge.
mm.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a
If it's
thing.
occultism, I'm good at that.
I have to say thanks to the chat for making a Boulder reference because I wanted to do that, but I forgot, and then they did. So congratulations. The Boulder feels conflicted.
It is going to be either Arcana or Nature.
Oh, I'm not great at either one of those things, I don't think.
Yes. If it's an elemental nature, it makes a lot of sense.
Mm. The Boulder is no longer conflicted.
All right, my arcana is a little bit better than my nature, so I will attempt.
Yeah.
Oh, what did that do? I should have a +2 on that. I don't know what it did, Jess.
Okay, so I should have a +2.
Yes, it should have had a +2 modifier.
Yeah, you're pretty sure you know what this is. You think this is something called a living boulder?
It's like a troll
Spot
a rock troll from The Witcher.
Yeah,
Living
it's-
boulders roll and glide through the plane of Earth, gathering gemstones and metal shards until their surfaces resemble a ship's hull covered in barnacles.
Ooh.
Like the
What
little
you
guys from the what are Gorons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Zelda,
Zelda?
yeah. A little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
What you do know with this first roll, aside from that,
Ooh.
is that this is, of course, an elemental from the Earth plane. They are barely more intelligent than many animals, and essentially fill the same role as great herd animals found here. So they're essentially like bison, but the bison of the Earth plane of Earth. You're not sure why they're here, but they are.
Get ready for a
Earth
lore
bison.
farmer on my turn.
Well, it's not very intelligent. So, with my other 2 actions for the share action majigger, Vaclav will stride forward, I guess, into this spot right here, since that's, and then he will attempt.
Adjacent to the creature, stepping to the fore.
Yes, and he will
Mm.
attempt to bite it.
Nom, nom,
Very
nom,
well.
nom.
I shall fight this rock man.
Too bad it's not Rockman. Actually, it's
Man,
probably best for
he's
it's not Rockman.
He
God.
suddenly forms a Buster gun. It's like, oh god.
No.
Reminds me of the rock man from the Point album with Harry Nilsson.
What?
Mm.
I don't
Too
understand
deep
that
a cut,
reference. I'm
Rach.
sorry.
Too deep
Jessica
a
knows
cut.
That
it.
is a good one. I know
Jessica
that
knows
one.
it.
If you haven't
Mm.
listened to the point,
Oh
the
my
Harry
gosh,
Nilsson
you
album,
must.
you
Good
Will
should.
shit.
that 19 hit it? Does he bite
That
it?
19, with zero regard for his dental health, Vaclav
He's
bites into this rock.
he's ethereal. He only does 5 damage. I mean, he's
It
not really
hurts.
technically ethereal, but he's a lost soul, so you know.
Mm.
He has a
He does,
spectral and ectoplasmic appearance.
He does
So-
bite the rock. It's a whole thing. It's
Yeah.
little pebbles roll off of where the bite impact happened. And I believe
Alright.
that's bringing us to our friend, the living
Oh
boulder.
no.
Uh-oh.
The living boulder doesn't love this.
The living boulder just got manhandled.
It opens its rocky maw. Its teeth are made of jagged pieces of rock.
Ooh.
So not like a bison, because it's
In my
teeth are sharp.
defense, if I had known you were sentient, I would have asked permission.
It
You
doesn't
don't
know what you're saying.
understand me.
We're gonna see what fate says as part. Oh, Vaclav, of course.
Ooh.
And bites at Vaclav. Nom nom.
Oh, nom nom.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, at 30 is where I'm at.
Wow, that is
don't do
another
that.
crit, by the way.
That is for
Yeah.
us critting,
Jeez,
not
Rick.
them critting.
There is so much critting happening. This is a crit-tastic episode, y'all.
All right,
There we go.
episode live show.
Or live show, whatever.
16 damage as the rock crunches
It
into
don't-
the Eidolon.
Oh, okay, so it didn't populate his hit points when I made him. What do they have? Do they have a D10 plus their constitution?
That's an interesting question.
I don't know. but
I will figure that out.
Let you figure that out. Assuming that did not put him on the ground, he is just going to attempt to bite.
I mean, he
again.
could bite at me instead.
Yes, he shall. He shall
Okay.
bite at the little
I
one
mean,
now.
you did
'cause
start this
picked
by
him up.
picking him up.
So he bites at you with an
Thanks.
18.
An 18 will hit.
He crunches down on you. Sharp rock impale you for
Oh.
11 damage.
Ooh.
There's some sharp teeth you have there.
Okay, I may be not doing the thing I was going to do.
He does something that sounds like if you've ever heard rocks in a tumbler. You think maybe he's trying to tell you something. Maybe he doesn't speak. You can't really tell. You don't know. And then he'll try to bite the little one again because you did pick him up and it was really not cool. He only gets a 12 though.
Yep, I scamper out of the way of that one.
All right, you scamper. Moving along to Kara. The rock is mad.
I see that. So I'm gonna be healing somebody. I kind of want to know who's worse off. So do we have an update on Vaclav's current status?
I don't see anything about their hit points under anything that I'm reading here.
Let us see. They are based off of yours. Do you share hit points?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't say anything. I can't find anything about their hit points anywhere.
I think they share your hit points. Summoners
Well,
and
depending on the
Eidolon share the
connection.
same
Yep,
pool.
that's what
Single
the
pool
chat
hit
says.
points. Damage taken by either you or the Eidolon reduces your hit points, while healing either of you recovers your hit points.
Okay, so that means I took the 16?
16 points.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm at 1 hit point, but I'm a damn fear. Please do not cast a healing spell on me.
I like that you just groaned from that hit and you're like, please don't heal me. Please don't
What
heal
if
me.
the healing spell your Eidolon?
Is the Eidolon heal from positive?
Shouldn't heal
I was about to-
positive.
Yeah.
So you can heal the Eidolon, but not Delia.
Okay.
Delia like hisses and backs away if you try to cast healing on her.
Okay. I don't know how to help you. I'm sorry.
Point.
There's a reason I'm trained in medicine with, a healer's kit. I'm just saying.
Let's
The curse of
see.
playing
Yeah, I
Nick
don't have
here.
battle. I'm trained too. I don't have battle medicine, so I can't do it right now.
But you can heal either of those that are actually standing next to the rock.
I was about to say. I mean,
Well, the
honestly,
problem is you can't
Delia's-
selectively not heal Delia with the 30-foot
Yeah.
burst is what.
Yeah, I don't have the selective channel.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna
much higher.
burst. I thought you were gonna 2 action.
No,
Never
I
mind.
wasn't going to burst. I was going to try to heal
Okay.
individually. Because
That's
if I heal with burst, I will heal Delia. I don't
Yeah, I
actually,
was like, wait, what?
yeah, I don't have the feat with
Yeah,
which to...
Delia needs the hit points way more than me.
Yeah, I agree. So that is who I will heal. I will heal, in this case, Vaclav, because they
Vaclav.
technically share a hit point pool.
They do. That's a really
So-
nice workaround.
Woo!
Calling forth the divine magic of Desna.
Desna, please do more than that. Oh, jeez.
Desna's like, I like wolves. Yeah. Give you
yeah,
some magic.
wolves are pretty cool. They like the moon sometimes.
Yeah.
That is still 10 hit points. It's better than, where
None.
you were.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. I will then go on ahead and move closer as well to try to get... I'm going to try to get into the flank next turn. I don't have enough movement to get there this turn.
Okay.
They have the hit point share pool buried under special actions under Eidolon instead of when they actually talk about how many hit points I get. That's why I'm like, that's a weird place to put that. Anyway.
Yep. Fair enough. All right. Kara heals and revitalizes her allies. Ren.
All right. Time for a little bit of the rough and tumble. I'll go ahead and use one action to pull out my greatsword.
All right.
So grab onto that. I will use another action to go ahead and hunt prey. As I eye this creature, I will use my third action to bring my weapon to bear.
All right.
And
Cutting a rock with a sword.
we'll see what happens. So, swing. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty hurt.
Yeah, you go to do it and you just kind of feel something crackle in the wrong way and you lose the strength in your arm for a second.
Don't worry, I see the problem. I've got a piece of onyx wedged into my elbow. Let me get that out real quick.
Not good!
No, I don't think it's supposed to be there. Ooh, that blood loss is kicking in. Move on. Go on.
Goodness.
All right, Roach.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so Roach quick draws his gun, moves 10 feet forward. Step 1.
Everyone brace for deafened.
Yeah, it's gonna get really bad, but he's gonna. I mean, it's still loaded with that piercing ammo, so he's gonna. What's the cover situation looking like right now? Like, is it getting cover from my allies at this point?
Yeah, it's getting some
Yeah.
minor cover here.
You know what? Roach is gonna use a move action to move into a more advantageous position before shooting the boulder. The boulder. All right, so +1.
The boulder does not enjoy getting shot.
Right.
No.
That's 17.
It's not bad.
17 would usually strike the boulder. However, it has a little bit of cover.
Dang.
Little baby bit of
Okay.
cover.
And just to answer some chat questions, this is Foundry, and the module that's showing whose turn it is I believe called Turn Marker.
Yep.
Good to
All
know.
right.
But
Here we go.
With Roach's last action, he will reload with with just a ball, so it'll do bludgeoning next time.
Okay. From Roach, we go to Everly.
Okay, so, Everly is going to go ahead and do another telekinetic projectile.
All right.
Okay.
Do it.
Getting a lot of mileage out of throwing rocks, throwing a rock at a rock.
I do real bad on that one.
You miss. It tinks off of the wall.
So I will begin inspiring courage instead.
All right. Inspiring courage.
I like this noise
inspiring
much better.
courage.
No
No.
offense, Roach. It's just the loud explosion in the middle of a cave wasn't good for my
Nothing
very
ruins your
sensitive ears.
Yeah, nothing ruins your hearing quite like the echoing reverberation of
a cannon?
like a mini cannon explosion.
Mm-hmm. And
All
technically,
right.
you were directly next to me when that happened, so...
So Delia, the Dampier Summoner.
Yep.
It's your
All
turn.
right. I'm gonna cast the cantrip Protect Companion. It's a 1 action.
Okay, Vaclav feels protective aura wrap around his werewolf body.
Yep. And I get the
Ah,
reaction.
thank you.
where I can basically knock off 10 points off of any damage he takes and only take 5.
Delightful.
So, if it's less than the 10. Anyway, then he will attack twice with the, what is that? That act together is what it's technically called.
Mm-hmm. I just assume you're using Act Together like all the time.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just, So his first, that's me. He's not gonna use my Fang attack. No.
I mean, if you
Um,
want to.
You have a Fang attack? Hey.
Yep.
Hey.
A
Can't
damn
fear
fear.
feats. They're pretty cool.
So he
An
gets
18.
an 18.
He bites
pretty
into the
good.
rock again.
I will eat this rock if I
He
have
does
to.
7 points of damage.
Fine. I guess I needed a little, buffing of the fang
Fiber.
region.
He needs a little iron in his diet.
Are we?
Raping
Yeah.
on
Are we
the
sure
Maybe
he's
we
not
misread this.
technically a
Maybe
giant
this is-
chicken?
Yes, or maybe we misread this. Maybe this is some type of rock candy, if you will.
And then his,
It is
Candy
not, I can
elemental.
assure you. It
and
tastes
he'll
The
do
like
elemental
dirt.
grain
his
of Wonka.
secondary attack, which should be at -4. I don't know why it's not doing the. There we go. I hit that one. Oh nope, that's only a 7.
That time he, didn't quite get in there. The rock shifted just the wrong way.
All right, so I will end our turn there.
Bringing us to the living boulder who was trying to just, take a nap. Got picked up by the halfling. Well, this
It would have been much more gentle if I'd known.
it doesn't know that. Have you ever gone and just tried to pick up a lion? They probably don't react well.
No,
Um,
I
haven't
can't say I
done
have.
That being said, if I
Uh,
could survive doing so, I would. I would cuddle the heck out of that
They are
lion.
very cute. Lions are cute.
it's going to go ahead and bite at Vaclav because owie. That
There we
is
go.
only a 12 though.
No, that won't hit him.
Vaclav's like, I've got your number now. Doing some bobbing and weaving.
I want to give Vaclav a monocle at some point.
He's
Yeah,
he's
so-
a fancy werewolf.
He's a really fabulous dude. 14 is also probably not going to do it.
No, nope.
The boulder is very upset. They'll try one more time. Big wolf thing.
Mm.
Nope.
Nope.
And he misses. It grumbles, which
Boom.
sounds like crushed gravel, like when you step on gravel, All right, Kara. Kara, the Desnan priest. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Kara the Desnan priest. We'll call upon Desna to bless the weapon of. Let's go ahead and bless Ren's weapon.
Ooh.
take it.
So here we
Uh-oh,
go.
Cleric has used magic weapon.
Yep.
Here we
And
go.
I'm guessing you want it on your great sword.
Yep, great sword, please.
So
Bing.
there you go.
The sword begins to glow.
Very well. Desna, help him strike this thing into rubble. After that,
That'd be great, Desna. I've always been kind to moths and butterflies.
she likes both. I mean, butterflies are more her thing, but she likes both. After
Sure,
that,
it's kind
I
of associate, the moon and the stars and moths. Anyway, it's a whole thing.
I will
Certainly.
attempt to tumble through. I get a 20 against its reflex DC.
Let's see how springy my friend is.
Mhm.
That
Oh.
is going to succeed.
Very well.
Oh.
So I will move basically around behind it and then continue. So that was 20 feet. So that should be 25 feet to get to there.
All right. You,
I am now flanking it as well.
you dodge and weave around the rock. Do you have a weapon out?
No, but technically I do still threaten. Well, actually, I do threaten with my shield as well.
Yeah.
But
That's true. That's
Yeah.
right. You can punch in second edition for no penalties.
Give him
All
the
right,
old 1-2.
Kara, helping her friends.
woo!
Ren, your
Right.
sword is super glowy.
Let's see if we can't finish this, shall we?
Can we talk about real quick? What, your character's name is Ren Farron? It literally says Ren
I like it.
Farron.
I'll go with
Ren
Ren
Farron.
Farron.
Was that intentional or was that just a happy
Ren
coincidence?
Farron. It's just a happy coincidence. It's technically Renault, but Ren
Yeah.
to my friends.
Ren Farron.
Ren
I thought it
I
was
like
a
it.
joke. Like, oh my gosh, amazing.
Yeah, very nice. You're like a Phoenix
Uh,
Wright witness at the Ren Fair.
Ren Fair, yeah. Ren Fair. I didn't see the murder at all. I was over at the King's Nuts booth, getting some nice roasted almonds.
Now I want cheese nuts.
Almonds.
Yeah, they're so good. If you're ever in,
They are.
if you folks are ever at Scarborough here in Texas, they're so good.
Mhm.
Or,
Uh,
Oh, nice. The chat has said he has a cousin named GenCon.
On point. I missed it
Very
all.
good,
I have a
Glenn
hero
Bob.
point. I
Thank
have a
you,
hero
everyone.
point for that. That was funny.
Yes,
So
hero
many people have
point
hero
to-
points, by the way.
I know. I was. I
Rachel
thought
has
about
two.
rerolling earlier.
I have two, because I can whip out the guitar again if it'll earn me another one.
Oh my gosh,
Anyway.
Rach is like,
Depends on what
I'm
you
gonna
play.
go ahead and do you want me to go ahead and just add that +2 for the flank bonus here, or is it easier for you to adjust it?
I think technically the monster counts as flat.
Technically, the monster counts as flat.
Yeah, I'll take it off theirs.
Okay.
I actually will
Come
just
on.
make them flat-footed because
Ooh,
Foundry lets
haha.
us do that. All right, and 19 will strike the living boulder, who
Oh,
is starting
sweet
to look
Jesus.
like a much smaller boulder than he began as.
Okay, so let's. I think
Let's
this
do
should do
this.
it. Nope, it didn't add in
Jeez.
the.
Yeah, you get to add an extra D12 and
Yeah,
add that on
so
top.
roll another d12.
Yep. So let me just go ahead and bounce another D12 there.
So
Oh my
my
Oh,
lord!
dang!
Did I mention this?
I know it's
spell
not a
is-
critical, but boom.
And you
Oh,
cut the
smush.
boulder in half. It literally crumples into two big hunks of rock.
Oh. Whew. Oh, this is
All right.
amazing.
You're
Look at
welcome.
this.
It doesn't last super long, so we kind of need to go fast if you want to keep it going.
Oh yes, absolutely. Let's go and find something else. Oh, also some of my insides should be on the inside before we keep going.
We
Just
have
a thought.
potions.
Oh, then
Unfortunately, I'm out of spells that heal.
Oh, that's not a problem at all.
I could
Would you mind if I tip
soothe,
one of those
but-
back, folks?
You could also
You're
do
welcome
soothe.
to it. And also, yeah, soothe is an option.
do we have time for me to do a medicine check and try to get a couple hit points back?
I mean, we can. It will wear off the spell, but
How-
we can totally
well,
do
all
that.
right.
Yeah,
I'll
'cause it's
just
10 minutes to heal yourself up.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. If we give the potion to Vaclav, technically he would heal, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't say in his description that he heals from negative energy or anything like that. He's not
So-
undead.
We have two potions. We can give one to Rin and one to Vaclav.
Yeah,
All right,
okay.
Vaclav's like, oh, bottom up.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, it's a D8 for each of you.
1d8. Let me go ahead and bounce that here. Shaboom. Oh,
How
not
long
bad.
does this last? A minute? Minute and a half? I don't remember how long
Oh,
magic
1
weapon
minute.
lasts.
So I don't know if we will make it to the next whatever it is in a minute, but
You're popping
what-
out this drink, and you do hear distantly.
A cat meow.
Not unlike a cat meow.
because I didn't
That
I didn't
was
hear anything
really
but
good
the cat
timing. I
meow.
only heard the cat, yeah.
That's funny.
Good.
It's just like a cat meow. If a cat meow sounds like a
Mikey!
dinosaur.
What are you
Okay.
doing?
There's a dinosaur off in the distance, I think.
Yeah, Mikey. I don't.
Mm.
Yeah, he's gonna be chatty for a minute. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
That is pretty funny.
Mikey!
Welcome to live streaming. Sometimes there's random cats.
Sometimes there is
For the
cats.
question that everyone always has of what I edit out of the podcast,
This
This right here.
Mikey singing the song of his people,
Mikey.
serenading us.
He's on the other side of my bed, just screaming, and
He's
I don't know
being
why.
out like your gift joke. Eldorado is great.
Mikey, shh, baby.
He is just
come
very
here.
upset with you for
I-
not cuddling him
I
enough.
guess. I don't know.
Mhm.
You can see his ears in the back of your.
Mikey's
camera.
like, why is Vaclav dog themed? He should be cat themed.
Mikey! Come here. Mikey!
Anyway, moving this along. We quickly rush down the way,
Yes, you
following the
quickly
screaming
rush.
cats.
It does sound weirdly like a cat for some reason. And you look over the edge of what kind of is a spiral area. It opens into this wide, cavernous room that has rocks that have been carved with swirl patterns and designs. And it's kind of like a ramp that swirls down to the bottom where there's a central pillar made of crystal. Although none of that really matters to you. What matters to you is that the little dinosaur you've been chasing is it looks like it's caught in some sort of web. And
Uh-oh.
there appears to be a very big, like a human-sized crab edging in on it as if to make it a snack.
Okay, now I
crab
do
spider?
feel bad for the little
It's a
dinosaur.
crab spider.
Yeah.
You don't know. You can make a nature check on your turn because unless you want to lose your magic weapon, we're gonna roll straight in.
All right.
Okay, we'll roll straight into that. Although before we keep going, I believe that there was a short story called Waters of Death. It was about like a cave. I think it had a little like fountain area in front, or not a fountain, like a hot springs in front of it that some dude got attacked and then dragged in by like a giant crab spider.
Oh.
Not like the Japanese crab spiders, which are giant crabs, but like a spider crab that's just a really big spider.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Waters of Death.
Excellent.
I actually don't think I liked it, but maybe
Well,
someone
yeah.
Well, you know what happens. If it matters, the area where the crab and the little dinosaur are does appear to have water in it. Not very deep water, maybe a couple inches.
I have continued my trend of being terrible at initiative rolls.
You know what? I'm gonna hero point my initiative.
Hey, you
know how to do
you
that.
got it. Flaunt it.
Yeah, why
guess.
not?
Yeah.
You
So
know?
let me go ahead and just roll that here again. All right, that 10 is technically better. I'll take that.
I think I'm okay because I'm not like a front person. So
It's just
All
another natural one I've rolled. I'm getting a little
Mm.
little sick and tired of them.
Fair enough.
yeah, actually no, I am gonna reroll mine because what the heck? Why not? Where
Okay,
was
well,
my initiative?
Reroll
Apparently,
it.
I'm supposed to be.
There you
I'm
go.
supposed to move immediately.
Yes, you should move immediately.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you have 10 feet to move.
Yeah, it should be. I'm gonna put myself right there at the edge.
Oh yeah,
Well,
you have a ranged weapon. You're just like,
Yes, I have a ranged weapon.
Ah, that is much better.
Granted, it does not have a 60-foot range,
Okay.
but hey.
eh.
No, baby.
He's like, how dare you?
What? Yeah, I know. We're gonna kill a crab.
All right. You are going to kill a crab. Other things to know, there are 10-foot drops, essentially. If you want to just jump down, it's a 10-foot drop to the second part of the ramp, a 10-foot drop all the way to the bottom.
I unfortunately don't have the
Sirenscape
cat
yell.
fall
That's
feet.
weird. But yes, hold on. Sorry, I've got to figure out who's yelling in Sirenscape right here, because we're not here for that. I don't need that in my life.
Never
Okay.
could get it to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Leroy. Then we charge.
all right. Starting with Delia, there is a weird looking crab thing. It's very interesting. I've got to figure out where the yelling is. It's very interesting looking. It looks like this guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's something wrong
what
with that
is-
crab.
ew.
It does have a tentacle coming out of its little crab mouth, which is
It's
very
very
confusing.
It's
distressing.
also got
What's the check to
horns?
figure out what this is?
those horns.
The check to know what this is
I'm getting very strong
nature.
the thing head crab vibes off of this thing.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I
boy.
have no idea. Can you drop off of 10 feet without taking much damage in second edition, or is it
You
just
take
like...
5 damage and you're prone unless you have the cat fall feet.
Oh well, that's rude.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
you can do an acrobatics check to like lessen that or anything.
No. You can any drop of 5 feet or less does no damage to you, but otherwise it does at least half the damage you fall.
All right. Well, she's gonna move 30 feet forward. I think that's 30 feet. 5, 10, 15.
Which is sad because I was thinking about picking up catfall at second level, but you know,
And
A little early for
It's
that.
not second level yet.
nope.
All right. So 35 feet. That's. Oh my god. I don't like the way it does the weird diagonals.
Do we need to stop?
No, I hit the wrong button. I'm trying to figure out the thing that tells me that does the little clicky so I could tell you where I want Vaklav to move 50 feet around this freaking curve and I can't
gotcha.
move him.
50 feet, you say?
Yes, it's double moving. So I took one stride, he takes 2, and that's the end of our turn.
Love crab Tian. I like it.
All right. He goes around, begins advancing through the spiral.
A pharasma.
A pharasma. The little
Sudi
dinosaur
is there
flails.
to give a fist bump as you go.
Yep. You do have to do the mandatory fist bump. That's part of the entrance. Kara.
Oh, right. Oh dear. All right.
So nature check to know what this is if you want to. Otherwise,
I
do what you do.
don't really have nature, so. Let me scroll in actually, so I can read the. Let's see
You can't
here.
read it? It's only tiny.
You can zoom.
2. I am zooming. That's what I'm doing now. So 25 feet are 3 times, so 75 feet total as I just go 3 strides around this circle. Whee! That is my turn.
All right.
Hold
Very
on,
good.
little friend. I'm coming.
Suddenly, you are friends with the little dinosaur. It doesn't
I
seem
am.
upset about that idea. Everly.
Okay. Everly is going to begin playing her instrument once again. Doing that. Cast upon. Yes, there we go. And I do, since it's the last one of the night, I'm going to try to pull off a song that I haven't played in a very long time, but it's really awesome.
All right, here we go.
All right. Hold on.
Bum, bum, bum. I'm so
All right, very
inspired.
good.
Nice.
Everyone
nice.
is so inspired.
Nice.
Granted, it is very, very hard to play like here in not the proper position and whatnot. So y'all are welcome. But I freaking love that song. Anyway,
Very good. Very good.
and then while I am playing this epic flamenco tune, I'm gonna start moving my way around. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet over here. Wait. I can do that twice, can't I?
Yes, you can. You have 3
Okay.
actions.
10, 15, 20, 25 feet. I'll be up next to my wolfy friend.
The bard sings and begins moving forward to see the action. The little compy is gonna struggle. Let me check and see what the compy has to do to struggle out of this web that it's in. It's going to try to escape. Can you escape, little boy? Let us find out. Compy
That's pretty good.
escapes. So
Yay!
slips free. That's 1 action. It's then. Let me make sure. It's gonna run, but I want to see if it has to be a.
And then the gunslinger finishes it.
No!
Oh no, that's so upsetting.
Why would you reveal my master plan?
Terrible.
It's like, look, I started something. I'm gonna finish it.
That's bait.
And then starts to run up the spiral with the last 2 actions that it has. That brings us to Roach. It is bleeding profusely. I guess you could kill it, but the big crab thing looks a lot freakier.
So, Roach has moved 10 feet, drawn his gun, points his hand out, and clicks out his elbow and wrist, and then relocks them into a locked formation using automaton aim to get no penalty for firing into the second range increment. This gun has a 30-foot range, and it's 40 feet away.
Fancy.
And I'm going to just fire at the weird tentacle crab thingamajig.
All right, you fire at the weird tentacle
I don't know
crab
what
thing.
that is, but I'm going to make it dead. All right.
You're pretty good at killing small defenseless animals.
Why are you like this? First off, I roll a 14 for a 24.
You shot my dinosaur.
We thought it was a
24
bad
hits.
dinosaur, Jessica.
I thought it was an animal
To
companion.
be
I didn't
fair,
realize.
it was gonna bite
An
you. So.
opportunistic dinosaur. It's with whoever was the strongest.
Yeah,
at
I
the
mean, it
moment.
was gonna bite you for sure. So.
All right, is the 24
Anyway.
going to hit it?
You hit the creepy crab thing.
All right.
The
Creepy.
dinosaur's sudden
So
yes,
this is
inevitable
bludgeoning
betrayal.
damage if it matters.
Yep.
So 4 points of damage to it.
You crack into its shell a little bit.
Okay, and then with my last action, he basically like his arm, reconfigures again, and then reach in and start reloading his gun.
All right, you begin to reload. All right, Ren.
All right. It's going to be either great or terrible.
Oh god, it's gonna jump down.
Great.
Ren is going to
Oh no, you're gonna jump.
rush over 10 feet.
Oh lord.
Okay.
As a free action, drop his great sword over the side, spin, grab onto the ledge, drop himself down, so make a quick climb check here.
Oh,
Okay.
hey,
All
Try
right,
to make it
there
a
you go.
5-foot fall.
I mean,
Well, you can technically climb. Oh yeah, you can
that's
climb
pretty
this.
good.
You
Yeah.
got
Is that
it.
There you
a
go.
regular or a critical success?
That is a regular success.
Okay, so I climb down 5 feet, at which point I release from the wall
There you go.
Okay.
to
okay.
drop the last 5 feet, and then the last action, scoop up my greatsword, two-handed again. And ready.
All
Nice.
right. Ren moves 5 feet technically, but down. It's pretty great. All right. It is now time for our little friend. New little friend sees lots of much bigger prey. Does like that. Needs to have a certain range increment.
I don't like
Ah.
that. I don't like
It's gonna skitter. Nope, that's not the thing.
it.
Sorry.
Skitter.
Skitter. Why? Why are you doing this to me? There we go. Skitter's closer to the halfling, but hiding behind the crystal from the bard and Black Love over here, and fires a sticky filament toward Ren.
That's
Uh-oh.
gross.
Oh
It's
no.
spidery.
Any chance, since it's on the ground and well, I don't think it matters.
It rolls in that one. Yeah, it's bad.
Yay!
I was gonna make an argument for cover, but I'll take that.
Yay!
Yes,
Yeah,
it rolls in
that's
that
it.
one. It's very upset about this. It will. Let me check a thing
You
real
know what I
quick.
think about that?
I mean, fair.
This
I've
is
gotten
this is
so
why,
many
by
of
the
those.
way, for anyone listening, that I do not have this installed when I'm running.
Because it's too much fun, and Rick doesn't
we
want
would
us to
do
have
it.
fun.
So I love the confetti button.
No, Rick would do it
So
all
fun.
the time, is what he's saying. Literally
It will
every
then
time.
climb 10 feet up the crystal pillar in the center of this
Oh.
area.
Hmm.
And that's our little cave fisher friend. Well, sorry, I just spilled the beans. But whatever, our little friend down here.
Yeah.
I
Delia.
didn't even hear what you said, so
Oh, good.
it's still a
Delightful.
mystery for me.
Our little crab friend.
I had my theories.
Yeah, nobody's
Alright.
rolling knowledges. I'm a little disappointed in
I
y'all.
forgot.
I needed to move.
Yeah, you had a
So I
whole
needed 3
situation.
actions to
Alright,
move and
so-
But a
shoot
lot
my
of these are
load.
nature, which I'm not trained
Delia
in.
will move the 30 feet. We make her stride of 30 feet. This thing is pretty well hidden from her by the crystal it's climbing on.
Indeed.
And Vaclav will stride twice and continue basically running 50 feet around the edge of this circle.
I guess it
It's
doesn't actually have to go there.
It's a very exciting turn.
Well, that's why I decided to climb down, because it would take me like 4 rounds to get down there.
Hmm.
Yeah, his
Does he double
athletics
move,
isn't
or he
real-
just
yeah,
moves once?
Yeah, he'll move twice.
What's
he'll
that?
a total of 50 feet. So 25 and then 25, yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, we're inching in. We're doing a spiral run up to Kara or Kara. I cannot say your name correctly.
It's okay, no worries. Kara will spend her first action drawing her star knife.
cool.
Because it is also a ranged weapon in case I need that.
Nice.
And she will spend her last 2 actions. This creature seems to have some minor grasp of tactics, so I think she's going to try to cast Daze upon it. It might not be immune to
Oh,
mental conditions.
Okay.
So, so I need the creature to make a DC 16 will save.
It will make a will save.
It will succeed.
It's very
So
willful.
apparently, the creature does take half damage, so it will take
Okay.
1 damage. Uh,
Hey, it's
it is
damage.
it is a mental non-lethal effect, and that is it. So that is
Right,
my
you-
turn.
Light flares in front of the creature. It doesn't seem to be stunned at all by this, but it does seem to take a tiny bit of damage.
This is obviously one of the strongest minds I've ever dealt with.
It also appears to be some sort of tactical mastermind.
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's a creepy crab.
And also
Yes.
a tactical mastermind, yes.
All right.
If
Well,
we weren't
I'm
forced to
going-
face one another as enemies here, we could play a nice game of chess.
I'm going to attempt to recall some knowledge. You
Fair enough.
said you said nature, or
It is nature.
I'm going to do bardic lore.
Fair enough.
Okay.
It is rolled. All right, so you look over. That is something called a cave fisher. Cave fishers lurk in the dark corners near the ceilings of caves and underground structures, lying in wait for prey to approach. They tend to use their they excrete a thin, tough, very sticky filament that they use to lash out and grab prey. They are that sort of thing. They eat pretty much anything, preferring things that are smaller than they are. So your halfling friend, for example. But the thing that you know the most about is that filament. It is anytime you get hit with it, it sticks to you automatically. You can cut it off. And you can try to escape from it like usual, but it is kind of an auto, like if you get hit with that, it does stick to you and you are technically grabbed.
Good to know.
And it's, it's an animal.
So amongst my playing, I bet she's just like, don't let the filament hit you.
Very good.
Okay, and then second question, or I guess first question I have actually. So factoring in the distance down, like, because if I do the measuring thing, technically this thing is 30 feet away from me, but it's down. So is it actually 30 feet away from me, or is it technically further? I think mathematically it's further away.
Mathematically, it's further away.
By Pythagoras.
Because of Pythagoras. You'd have to
Okay.
move a little closer.
That
Blame that
jerk.
guy. Yep, that
Like
jerk.
if I was on the edge of this next to Delia, could I hit it from 30 feet away? Like, is that 30 feet, or what I need? To
It is
Google?
10 feet up, so probably.
Yeah, you should be
Okay.
able to if you were 5 feet closer.
All right, then I will move 5 feet closer toward the edge. Was the recall knowledge an action?
Yeah.
It was indeed.
Okay.
So you only have
then-
one action remaining.
Okay, well then I'm gonna keep moving then around the edge.
Are you
another
going to
5.
continue your bardic song? Because that is also an action to sustain.
Yes. So, but I'm gonna
I would
finish
like-
I'm gonna finish my move action. I'm gonna go ahead and take my full 25 feet.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
To move
Yeah, so
around.
instead of stepping, you move
Yes,
25
instead of
feet.
stepping,
Gotcha.
I'm going to do the full 25 feet, moving around, staying toward the edge so I can shoot down at him if needed, and then I
Sure.
shall continue my bardic song.
All right, continuing a song laced with knowledge about not getting stuck by this creature. Fun fact, you think it can even pull you closer if you get stuck.
Oh boy.
Yep.
That's pleasant for those of us standing on the edge.
Little Compy continues to run. He does a lot of running, this little guy.
There's a really unpleasant depiction of a fight against the cave fisher, and I wanted to say it was Homeland, the first of the Dritz series.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. I remember
Yep.
that. That was unpleasant is the word for it. Yes.
All right, it continues to circle up, now cowering behind the big rock. Seemingly not all that scared of the giant werewolf, but very scared of the crab.
You should be.
Or the cave fisher, rather.
And then Vaklov eats him. That's a free
Oh,
action.
no.
That's-
All right, Roach.
No.
Okie dokie. Can I target him from here?
Yes.
Okay.
Shoot it.
According to the calculator I've pulled up, he is 31.6 feet away from me. Are we rounding down?
No.
All right, fine. She did that. By the way, she did that just because it's me. By the way, that was personal.
That's how math works.
I-
Even if you were rounding it, it would
I
round
have-
up.
Never been more proud of Jessica.
I know, it's painful. You did a Rick move. All right, so he reconfigures his
There's the
arm,
power
does
behind the
the,
screen.
does the automaton aim, and is gonna shoot the thing.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
All right,
Amazing. All
you
right.
shoot.
Thanks, math.
Hey, I told you, blame Pythagoras.
Yep.
Well,
doesn't matter.
Doesn't
You
matter.
still
I
are
hit a
making- There we
16 for a
go.
27.
You do not critical the creature, but you do
Aw.
hit it.
Dang it. I was hoping for... Oh, and I do a minimum
Dang it.
damage, so that's 3 whole points of damage.
You shoot it
bludgeoning-
again.
Bludgeoning
You
if it
are the
matters.
only one. You're the only one to have hit it.
Yep. I'm go ahead and reload. Yeah, you know what? I'll take a second shot. So reload with more bludgeoning ammo, and I'll fire again.
Okay.
it's not adding for some reason. All right, it's a 17 for a 23.
That does hit.
And hey,
There you go.
that's better. All right, 8 points of
Hey.
damage
There
to
you
it.
go.
Ouch! You shoot it again. You really don't like crabs. It's starting to look pretty cracked rather.
Just
Welcome to
dial
Crab
right
Fest.
on it.
Grabbed.
Pretty crabbed.
Does anybody
crab
have
was
a
crabby.
big
Crab.
pot that we can boil it in?
Ew,
No,
we're
but
not
I do have
eating that.
butter.
Maybe- Essentially like crab etouffee or something. All right,
Weird.
Ren.
Well, here goes nothing. And yep. Aha. So yeah, I go rushing around. I rotate myself a little bit there. Let me put myself back. There we are.
That's what you're worried about?
I'm just saying. So yeah, I rush my way up there with a double move. I have my
Cancel the
weapon.
place.
Unfortunately, I can't hunt prey this turn, but
You can still
still gonna
smack
take
it.
my swing.
Can you smack it? It's 10 feet
It
up.
is up 10 feet.
Yeah.
Oh. Crap.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It may change his mind now that you're right next to it, but right now it's 10 feet up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wave your glowy sword at it menacingly.
But come at me.
Don't
You
start
raise a valid
none.
point.
Won't be none.
A delay.
Uh-oh.
Ah, very good.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right, Ren delays. We'll put you back in the initiative when we know where you're going.
Yep.
Cave Fisher. The Cave Fisher is going to fire another filament out at its tasty little meal named Ren.
Okay.
Patu. 17?
Nope. I spy
17.
deftly out of the way.
It is very, very upset about this.
Mm.
It's going to skitter a little closer. It's going to take a little step.
Come on, crab
climbs.
cake. Let's get some.
And then it's going to attempt again to hit you. 16?
Nope.
No, that's not going to do it.
Nope.
It is very frustrated and sad. And that's its turn. It's very unhappy about it.
All right. So now that it's
Oh, actually, I'm
moved-
going to go ahead and re-enter the
Oh,
initiative.
okay.
All right.
Are you gonna
So,
do something shenanigansy?
I'm considering it.
Ooh, I
Uh-oh.
love shenanigans. Let's do it.
Oh,
What's the DC for
How
you to
far is this
do
drop?
do a running
10
jump?
feet.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do
He's
it.
pretty much at
Mm.
the almost the top of this little crystal because he's 10 feet up and the drop is 10
If you
feet.
had a reach weapon, you could be hitting him.
He's pretty much even with you, yeah.
Yeah, that is a valid point. So instead, I'm going to free action change grip on my greatsword. So basically, drop a hand off my greatsword,
Mm.
pull a dagger, flip it around as my first action. Study it intently with my hunt prey as I eye it before flipping and hurling the dagger across the distance.
Nice.
So let me go ahead and draw that and strike.
All right. I think that's outside of your first range increment.
It is.
Yep, unfortunately, I'll take that -2.
But
So-
doesn't the hunt prey kind of negate that?
Oh, actually, no, thank you for pointing that out. Hunt prey does mean that,
Oh yeah.
yep, I, first time I hunt prey, deals extra damage, precision damage, blah, blah, blah. But I do ignore the first range increment penalty.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, thank you for reminding me. Dagger flies across the distance.
Yep, you throwing the dagger.
Ah.
Oh. An 11. Also misses the... You guys are just having essentially a slap fight.
Yep, that's unfortunate. So,
It thuds to the ground somewhere, beyond. the
yeah,
crowd.
well, I'm hunting him now. I'll bank on that. Next round.
Mm.
Very good. All right. Delia.
All right. So now that it's around this other side, I can see it.
Yeah, you can see him a little bit, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna use 3 actions to cast magic missile.
Nice.
Never a bad idea.
Nice.
That'll
All
work.
3 actions to pew pew. Shards of light fly from your fingers and into the crab. Go ahead and roll that damage. See if you can knock him off.
Yep. Or, murder. So 7 is it and +1, right? +1?
Yeah, for each. So,
Plus
So
one each, yeah.
10. So 10.
yeah, that's
Okay,
pretty
10
good.
points
That is
of
good.
magic missile damage. And
It is starting to look very hurt. It's missing a couple of its legs, like little leg joints at this point.
and
Oh.
Bucklav just kind of stands there like, okay.
Okay.
I've been I've been playing Resident Evil 1, like the HD remake, and
man.
yeah, when you shoot some of the giant spiders, some of their legs start falling off
Ugh.
eventually,
Ugh.
and it's just like, ooh.
So gross.
Gross.
Yeah, I'd like a
So-
grenade launcher. I think that would make this a few incendiary grenades. I think that would make this a little bit smoother.
Jessica, can I have an assault shotgun?
Nah.
Can I just have the
Oh.
rocket launcher, please?
Not in this game. Not in this game, y'all.
All right. Well, Kara is going to do something crazy because she's
Oh.
crazy. Perhaps Anyway, she's gonna go on ahead and go move here, and then fall off
Oh,
Ouch.
as I jump down.
Okay, doesn't she take a little damage doing that?
I take half the fall of damage. So is that 10 feet from here to here?
Yeah, it's
From, like-
roughly 10 feet.
Okay. I was about to say, I don't know if that was precisely correct, but so I would take 5 points of damage and land prone.
Okay. So you
So,
fall down,
ow.
land on your butt.
sprain your ankle.
I don't know how you do both of those things, but you do. You fall down, you sprain your ankle, and you fall on your butt.
Well, because
I'm
you land on
exceptionally
the
unlucky.
ankle and sprain it, which causes her to fall on her butt.
Mhm.
Delightful. Yes.
And then break your
Ow.
tailbone.
I stand as my second action.
Okay.
And finally, I will move over to here with my third action. That
It
is my
clacks
turn.
a little pincer towards you.
Yeah, ow. Yeah, ow. My back.
All right. Everly.
Okay, so this big rocky thing, is this something I can run around or no? Is
Those
it-
are
or
big
is it-
rocks. You'd have to climb them, or potentially do some sort of a leap.
Okay, because this crystal is now in the way of my vision. Yes,
It's true. It's true.
curses.
You could also delay and see if it just magically comes to you.
Because
I would like the
Kara's
phone
down
figure
there,
from Dead
it
Space, yes.
might very well do that. So I shall delay.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
That is what I
I'm a
shall do.
distraction.
Moving you to the bottom here. Tell me when you want to come back. The compy. How did it go there? That's not where we wanted to go at all. The compy just continues running. Oh no. It doesn't run that far. Pretty much all the way around until it gets to the other side of this rock, where it then cowers and watches to see what happens. Roach.
It starts running and never stops until it reaches Bravoy.
Nice.
Starting a new
It's
life
kind
there.
of cold there. I don't know if it wants to go to Bravoy.
Well, it's in the
can
mammoth
hibernate.
realm. Or the
Yeah,
realm of
I'm
the
sure.
mammoth lord.
I'm sure one of those Kingmaker guys needs a familiar.
Now I see this creature here. He done made a mistake. He is now
did?
27 feet away from me. I will now fire twice and try to just solo this guy.
Hey, I did a
Let
crap
me
ton
solo
Oh no,
of
him.
you did a bunch
yeah.
of damage to him actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
never mind.
true.
Yeah,
You really did.
you definitely had help, friend.
Yep,
This might be a
alright.
bit of a deep cut, but I think technically we've established all automatons are metrics.
Tee-hee.
Uh,
Also
oh,
this. It's
That's
true.
true.
Except I was a human once, so no. Or something once.
Interesting.
I'm not sure exactly what. 19 to hit this guy?
19 will strike your target.
All right, 6 points of
Yeah.
damage.
I believe
Boom.
you have sunk my battleship.
Yay!
You shoot the
mean
crab and
yay.
it falls onto the ground.
You mean I jumped for nothing?
I didn't get to use my cool grab you and yank you toward me ability a single time. Anyway.
Yep.
Aw.
Yep.
No, that
Super
works though. I mean,
Say
definitely.
the same
shoot-
thing
shoot
I
for
say to
three.
Rick all the time. I'm gonna try to feel bad about that, but it's
Despite
not
how
good.
many times I get in this adventure, I think I might have the highest AC.
I know. Well, it was going to change tactics and try to get the other small person in your party next round, but then it died, so it's all good.
That's fair.
Regardless, your foe is defeated, and you now have just a small little dinosaur cowering behind some rocks.
It's,
Yay!
I mean,
Alright. Is
I
there
don't-
something special about this crystal in the center?
You can inspect it if you want to.
I would like to.
can I make a diplomacy check to get the little dinosaur to like,
It is a nature check.
Oh yeah, I don't have that. Somebody, one of you animal people, do something.
I can see what I can do with the dinosaur. I read about
Alright.
this thing once.
All right, Brandon's gonna go try to befriend the dinosaur.
Was it in the same book that the Stegosauruses were in?
Yes, it's one of those. It's one of those little children's book where there's folded paper and it pops up whenever you turn the page.
Oh, I love those
dinosaur.
little things. Those are amazing.
Yep. Delia loves it too.
Delightful.
Oh,
My
If
daughter
you hop
Delia
down,
loves it. I have a daughter named Delia also. I'm not going to change her name despite yours.
she was Delia to me first.
checking out this crystal, I mean, it looks like somebody carved a crystal and put it here, but it doesn't seem to really do anything. You could potentially spend a lot more time here, but that's not part of this adventure. So you make a mental note to come back later if you're interested in this crystal, because you have a
So-
little baby dinosaur to deal with.
Yeah, we gotta
it's-
go get Babs and this little dude.
Oh no!
Mhm.
So
Uh,
rolled natural one. However, I would like to point out both how strategic and heroic it was to slide and leap down that cliff.
He did do
Yeah.
some heroic stuff.
He
I
went
think
to
hero
hero
point.
points is in
I,
order.
All
I
right.
threw myself down there to try to save this little guy. I would,
All
I
right, we'll
wouldn't mind
give him a hero
point.
point. That the compy appreciates heroism.
Okay. I will
potentially.
immediately use it to try to make the compy appreciate heroism. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
much
hey,
Hey, way
guys.
better.
There we
Yeah.
go.
It like
Everybody goes together.
leaps into your arms
Oh.
and lets you carry
Bleeds
it.
all over you.
It is bleeding profusely, but
There you go.
it lets you carry it now.
Let's go get Babs.
So if we're wrapping up, I am going to cast Soothe upon the compy.
Sure, you can soothe the compy. It's can be healed up. You're
there we go.
able to take any time you need to patch yourselves up. You're able to go back out. Babs is fine out there with the doggo.
It is a good girl.
And so you are able to take your two dinosaur friends back to the druid Zyla, who is ecstatic to receive them, who pays you each your 4 gold.
Yay.
Take it.
And invites you to come along as she reunites these Stegosauruses with their families.
Oh my god, I would love to.
Yes.
I would love to as well.
So we
Make
wrap
a great song.
watching our heroes plus a compy plus a gaggle of Stegosauruses walk off toward a valley where there are bigger mommy and daddy Stegosauruses, where families can be
my.
reunited and
Nice.
everything is great.
Nice.
Yay.
And everything is great.
And that's the end of our bounty. Hill Cross
And then we'll
round
have
up.
Bestest day ever.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Thank you, Jessica.
We
That was
did it.
delightful.
That
Yeah.
was
Nobody died.
Delightful.
Nobody
It's
got
Yes.
And
you
with a
unconscious.
few minutes to spare.
Few minutes to spare. We are doing something a little different with the live shows from now on. So I think our idea is we're going to keep these characters and
Mhm.
continue to play them in live shows coming forward. So
Yeah.
you'll see the return of all these folks. And then if I'm ever not in the GM seat, I'll have a folk that I also level. And anytime you see us live, it'll be these folks
Yep.
for now.
I don't know if the
Yay.
guitar was appreciated, but I can practice if it was.
I think people liked it.
appreciated it.
Yeah, I liked it.
There.
Also, if you
Yeah.
did miss part of this stream, we will be uploading this to YouTube so that you can catch it there if you want to actually miss or catch up on the parts that you missed.
That might be a couple
If
days
you
from
want to miss
now.
more stuff.
Because obviously, like,
Mm.
this is from Paizo's stream. And so,
Yeah,
it may be a couple
GenCon
days
is,
after
still
GenCon.
going on and such. So
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. They're a little busy at the moment, but
That's
you
true.
know,
But
And
yeah,
if,
a little
hopefully.
busy, just a little bit.
And if you don't mind me, it's for anyone that did miss the beginning of this. We are the Find the Path podcast. We are a partner of Paizo, which is why we have this this lovely place to enjoy spending time playing on the
Shenanigans.
Twitch stream and enjoying shenanigans. So yeah, you can find us at find-path.com. We also have our actual play of the Mummy's Mask Adventure Path this close to completing.
We are
Seriously,
That's
y'all are
fixed.
so
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, and if you're a 2E fan, much as we're running here, we of course have our 2E conversion of Hell's Rebels,
Mhm.
which has been going phenomenal and is now in book 2. as well as our Patreon, which the $5 tier has our Tyrant's Grasp actual play, which is deep into the weeds of book 3 now.
Yep.
So if any of those sound intriguing or interesting to you, feel free to check us out. I think we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody in the chat said,
High
"We're
praise.
neat."
Aw, we are neat. I
And
like
people
that.
are
Thank
asking what's
you.
after Mummy's Mask, and Rick won't let
Do
us
we
tell
want to talk
y'all.
about what's after Mummy's Mask? It is Gen Con.
It
Rick-
is Gen
Do we
Con, but
want? Is there an announcement to make?
Is
There-
there? Rick's told us we aren't allowed to talk about it. So
Well,
it's
that's why
Rick's-
I'm asking.
Yeah.
I will say that we have decided what we are doing. In fact, I've even begun to put everything together on Foundry. So I think
Ooh.
for those that got together and mentioned everything in the chat that we did on our Discord pertaining towards what people would like to see next, we did take all of that into consideration, and it is one of the top 3 suggestions out of the ones that people gave us the most
What
of.
were
So,
those top
Oh.
3 suggestions, Rick, for people who don't frequent the Discord?
Yeah,
So
you can
they-
narrow it
yeah.
down for the speculation, folks.
Mhm.
well, I believe the top 3 suggestions on there were for Return of the Rune Lords, which is a very exciting high level play adventure. Iron Fang Invasion, which of course is kind of up our alley as far as constant fighting, warfare, and also has a campaign trait that is specific to dwarves, which gets me right there.
Yeah, true.
It's one thing this party was lacking was a dwarf. And War for the Crown, since a lot of people would love to see us in a heavy role playing, very intrigue kind of setting. So one of those 3.
Very nice.
And I think
that's the-
regardless, it's going to be in
Oh,
Pathfinder.
come on,
First
you can do it
Edition.
better.
Yeah.
There you go.
Is there like a different way to do it?
Yeah, each one has a different amount.
Oh,
There you
Really?
go. I am the master of the confetti. So yes, we've got some very interesting, exciting things coming soon. So I highly advise you guys to check that out. And again, like I said, if you like what you've seen here, go and check us out. Find-path.com has all of our episodes on there. Or of course, you can find us on your favorite
Okay,
podcast feed.
somebody in the chat just said Return of the War for the Iron Fang Invasion, and I'm like, yes, that's it.
Synthesis of the 3.
Certainly. Yeah, so our whole thing is we have a 2E feed, which is our Hell's Rebels game, and we have a 1E feed, and they'll probably stay that way for a while. So no matter which system you like or both,
Mhm.
we
we
have
got
something for you.
It's very true.
And
And thank you all for coming and listening to our shenanigans.
Mhm.
And there were dinosaurs. You can't go wrong with dinosaurs.
can't go wrong with
That's true.
dinosaurs. Not a single person cursed. That was wild.
Wait,
I know.
you're right. We
I
managed to go for the first
know.
time ever.
I was told to behave, okay?
I tell you to behave every time, but it doesn't
With
do
one
nothing.
caveat is I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Mikey was screaming profanities the entire time.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
Sure, but we don't
Yeah.
speak cat.
But
It's all
only
good.
to speak
Yeah.
cat, yeah.
Someone
So, yeah.
somewhere's cat looked up and was like, that is a filthy mouth.
So in the great words of, I guess, Rick Sandage, good luck, Pathfinders.
Good
Bye
luck,
bye,
Pathfinders.
everybody.
Bye,
Be
bye,
out there
folks.
later, folks. Enjoy. Thanks for stopping
Thank
by.
you. And thank you, Paizo, and thank you, GenCon, for having
Yeah,
us
have a
here.
good con.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
enjoy
thanks
your
for coming,
time.
everybody.
Happy gaming, everyone.
Bye
Mhm.
bye.
Bye.